Live. Nice.
Oh my God! Please stop.
Dance.
Dane, you don't have a chair, dude.
Good point. I need a chair.
Yeah, you need your throne.
Hey guys, happy Halloween!
Whoa!
Yay!
Yay!
Ask me about my Halloween
Experience, your
yes.
costume. What are you dressed up as, Anthony?
Levi, I think it's pretty obvious what I'm dressed up as. I am dressed up as a Polish sausage.
Oh, very nice.
I just have mustard on me. Well, I just don't have any sauerkraut. So
Well, yeah.
I guess I am a traditional American hot dog.
Okay, yeah,
With
nice
lack of-
East Coast
lack
hot
of
dog.
ketchup.
East
Yeah.
Coast style.
Nathan's
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah, Nathan's dog. Exactly.
Absolutely. Morgan
Trash.
knows. Not
We're
the
gonna
best.
eat some Nathans when we get down to Vegas next tomorrow.
I hope
So,
not. All right.
It's
So
gonna be fun. Remember when you got to
this-
eat those when we were at back east?
That
and
was
we
one
got
of my
some,
biggest
You got some
mistakes.
Nathans. That was delicious.
Dang.
all
we can
right.
see
Dun,
you.
da, 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 dun, da, da. The prince of the rag company with his mediocre costume.
And
The one
two
secret
tiny
It's
crown.
not
water bottles.
mediocre. Ivan would be
Mediocre.
proud. It's a very efficient costume.
It
Ah.
is. All he has to do is put the crown on.
And go figure, I can't really do that with headphones.
So
David, I'll make it work.
All right, so let's break it down for you. I am a hot dog. Levi, what are you?
I'm a banana.
You are. You're a good banana.
I'm a banana.
Look how tall that
Okay.
hat
That
is.
is really, really tall.
Morgan, and what are you?
I'm a cat.
You're a cat. Where's your tail?
I'm sitting on it.
Okay.
All right.
And Dane, what are you officially?
The prince of the rag company.
Okay. Well,
All
I
right,
guess there it
there we
is,
go.
guys. That's the
I made sure to
rundown.
put the blue one up front.
And that's
Oh
the
my
episode. So thank you
God.
so
Thanks,
much
guys, for showing up.
watching.
Yep.
All right, so starting it off, guys, it is Halloween. It is our last Q&A Thursday till next week. Next week.
We might do some live stuff next
might.
week, but it won't be like this official.
Yeah,
like this.
because we're leaving for SEMA tomorrow morning. Me,
Yeah.
Dane, and Anthony, and the rest of the
Yeah.
TRC gang. Morgan gets to fly in.
Yeah, she has the luxury
on
of
Monday.
not riding in the car with the rest of us.
So there's 8 of us. We're taking 2 Denali's down because, that's how we roll. We're going to roll deep. It's like Fast and Furious style.
Except they're not like black Denali's. They're
No,
actually
they're
No.
very colorful, blue and red.
blue and red,
Yeah.
so very
Lovely.
adult themed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It'd look cooler if they were like, what'd be great is if we did a Fast and Furious style
murdered out.
where we drove 8 Denali's down and all of us each drove our own Denali.
that would not be very efficient,
That
but I
would
like
be
your style.
But it's Fast and Furious
Yeah.
style because we're going to have the Fast 8 Ice Lambo in our booth.
Was it called the
true.
Iceland?
It's the $1 million show car.
They're
the
just
Ice
calling it the
Lamborghini.
$1 million show car, the Ice Lambo.
I like that the most. The $1 million show car. Yes.
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
we'll have that in the booth.
Um,
We've been, you and I and Morgan finished detailing the cars, getting the Denali's ready to go.
Yeah.
So we could load them up
Good.
with gear. And then a balmy 5 a.m. wake up
Yes.
meetup time.
yeah. So it's gonna be
for
pretty
for
cool.
us, we're picking you up.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, you get like an extra 20 minutes on us.
That doesn't really make a difference for me.
Oh,
so
not really.
I'll be up and ready to go. I'll be waiting. I'll text you guys at 5 o'clock and say, when are
Yeah.
you picking me up? Because I'm waiting.
Fair.
Then I'll stand outside and wait.
Yeah.
For the whole time period.
There we go.
Yeah. No,
So-
we're this is our 3rd year making this drive. Right.
That is the most boringest drive in the entire world.
It is, but this year is gonna
People
be a little
don't
more exciting.
understand how boring.
What
it
I'm
really
excited
is.
is I get to ride with you guys this
You
year.
do.
Yeah.
So I get to be the navigator
Yeah.
and co-pilot.
Yeah.
So when Dane starts to slip behind the wheel, I'll have my poking stick to
Wow.
just press gently but firmly on that gas pedal.
Oh yeah, he's not poking me; he's
So-
poking the gas pedal.
Yeah, I'm not
because I
poking
don't,
you.
I never drive fast enough, apparently.
Dane,
so.
I'm just gonna say, okay, Dane, you're good to go. Pass, and that's when you take you put your foot and you get in it.
Yep.
Our goal is to stay on Jeff's bumper.
Yeah.
Jeff told me that I was
Yep.
fired if I didn't get Dane to stay on his bumper.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
it's a
I
lot
guess I know
riding.
where the pressure lies.
So
now.
why-
lot riding on this
Well,
trip.
While you guys are doing that, I'm actually bringing my Nintendo Switch, and me and Jimmy are going to be sitting in the captain's chairs right behind you, playing some Nintendo Switch on the drop-down screen in the
Oh,
Denali.
very nice. Very nice.
So-
That'll
Wait,
be
how many people are in each car?
4 in each vehicle.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty amazing,
That's
Morgan.
easy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're going to be playing video games. We're going to be hanging out, listening to music. If you want,
We're not be listening to music. I have a series of educational dissertations that we'll be able to listen to.
this is
that
the
you guys
youth-
will
this is
find
the youthful.
enlightening.
This is the very
And,
youthful.
and Anthony
car.
says,
Beg your
yes,
pardon?
very clearly there will be a division between the front and the rear
Yes,
of this
there.
vehicle.
This is. I don't think you
Dane's like,
understand.
Dane's like, I'm kind of tired of sitting up front listening to these talks. Can we go
Actually,
to the back?
Levi, you know, I enjoy just a good talking head podcast, whatever.
I've got a lot of great ones. One I thought would be fun is we could listen to Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell.
Oh, okay.
I
yeah,
also
Malcolm's always
have
good.
some various Game of Thrones related audiobooks and other things of that nature.
Noted.
I also have a guide to smart investing by John Bogle. If we
Okay.
want to listen to that.
So this is going a
It's
lot
gonna
different
talk a lot
than
about
how
My
Vanguard
flight is about an
500s.
hour and a half. It's direct from Boise to Vegas. So
You'll have fun with that.
Yeah.
Based off of what Levi is saying, would you like to trade? I do not want to listen to
Well,
financial.
Actually, you know what? It may
podcasts.
be a case where her trip
It's a
is also
audiobook.
11 hours, 12 hours, like ours is, because it may be an hour and a half to get to the Vegas airport, but it might be another 10 before we manage to find her there.
Well, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not. She's going to get an Uber with
that's
Carolyn.
messed
Oh,
up.
okay. Well,
All right,
that's
guys. So
also-
we're going to leave at 5 a.m. We're driving. There's 8 of us in the vehicle. We're going to head down to Vegas. So stay tuned on our Instagram pages and such.
we'll
as
be
we,
throwing up Instagram
Post
stories.
some cool
and-
stuff. Yeah, it'll be fun. So,
Yep.
Adam Thurman, happy Halloween. Hopefully we will see you at SEMA. If not, we love you. Rectangle says, so whoop. And then wants to know if we have any experience polishing the new Jeep Wranglers. No, none of us have polished a new Jeep Wrangler.
How new though?
Does the
New
paint
body
behave
style, the
differently?
newest
yeah,
one.
So
The newest one? No, I've
No.
not done the newest
No,
one.
have not.
I did like a 14, but that was about it.
Yeah.
no.
So, Riley Scheckler, hot dog. It's gonna be a great Q&A.
Oh,
he said that before we started,
Yeah.
so
So
he
did-
knew
so
about
did-
your costume. huh?
did he know about
don't
my hot
know.
dog costume?
Well, then he wrote, Riley S. Whoops, didn't want to show my full name. Oh, how's everyone's Halloween so far? How many of the staff dressed up today?
As we
Sorry,
all
bud, it's
look
still
up
there.
Riley Scheckler, and let's go ahead and stalk him
Oh,
now.
Set him up.
no.
All right, so we've got Sydney Gwynn in the house saying,
Hey, Sid.
Happy Halloween TRC.
Hey.
I didn't get to stop in this week, but y'all have a super safe trip to Vegas, and I'll see you Monday.
Rock and roll.
Awesome.
then.
We'll see you then.
Have a safe trip down yourself. Prime Detail, Connecticut. Wranglers have soft paint for the most part. Err on the side of caution.
There you are.
The rectangle says la da da dee da.
I like that.
Okay.
We got Adam M. says, what are some suggestions when polishing around failing clear coat?
It depends on the failing clear coat. If it's just bubbly, just be careful. If it's actually already started to break and flake, but still kind of pockmark bubble spots, you can still polish over that. You're just going to know that you need to clean the surface a little better after you're wiping the compound because of the white residue that can form depending on certain compounds.
There's also so many different types of clear coat failure that it's like, if he was talking about maybe like if you had crow's feet, or maybe if you had to where it was starting to oxidize so bad that it was starting to get very rough, right?
Yep.
So there's certain ones that like the rough, I'll polish over that. I don't care. I'll polish over it and just do it. But I think that, like Levi said, unless it is literally giant things are
Pieces coming
flaking off, then I don't know. Do a test spot, see how
Yeah.
it looks.
All right.
All right,
Let's go
Tim,
down
we're
to
gonna
rectangle
scroll
there,
down
Tim.
here. Tim might be gone.
Scrolling
Tim has left us.
down, Maybe.
you went trick or treating.
I think I'll just pull out my phone and look for the next few comments.
I
Let's
sure hope
see.
my sandwich has arrived.
Well, it's not that freaky fast.
Well,
It's pretty fast. It's been 15
right.
minutes.
Sometimes it's not fast enough.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, if we could just scroll down a little bit.
it's not happening. So go
I
ahead
hear
and
footsteps out there.
talk
Tim's
for a
probably
minute.
going to the bathroom.
Well, it's not that. This is the beauty of live. You never know what's going to happen.
All
so.
right. Well, we don't know where else to go. So,
So, Morgan, what kind of cat things do you typically like to do? Chasing
Sleep.
mice, sleep. All right,
That's all.
I guess. Cat
I
naps.
am
What else do cats
pulling
do?
up.
That's pretty much it. I have mastered the art. That is why here I am.
okay. Mm-hmm.
This is a cat.
Says it's out for delivery. Excellent.
Love that.
So, Dane, do we have an update on the questions? coming
Okay.
through?
So,
Oh, we got movement.
Oh,
we
and
got
just
movement.
as I
All
find
right.
it,
All
it
right.
moves.
All
we
right,
go.
we got
Hey.
Wrecked Panhandle says,
Oh.
"Hey, Prime Detail CT, thanks for the heads up." Levi White says, "Ivan is a god like no mortal can have a beard like that."
I'm pretty sure.
Many
people-
try.
There's a lot of other people that have beards like Ivan. I'd say
Dylan
his
Von
mustache
Kleist has a majestic
is,
beard.
It's pretty
He
great.
trimmed
It's
it
pretty
down. He
fantastic.
trimmed his down. Yeah,
What?
it's
That
not
is
as big.
really sad.
Took some. It's we probably will have equal length.
No.
Really? His
That
beard is
will
usually
No.
Be interesting
It's
to
gonna be
see.
interesting.
extending off his
Um,
face, but
Prime Detail CT says, Adam M, is it your car or a customer's? Dan Pfeiffer, as usual, says, word up from Minneapolis. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah.
word up.
Woo.
Rackdangle says, "Nice Dior sausage costume, Anthony."
Thank
Yeah, no, I think Dior would be more like a fancy Polish sausage. This is like the Oscar Mayer.
That was
Yes.
so rude.
Levi White, to assert dominance, I drink Breakbuster straight from the gallon. That is,
Ooh,
that's like
wow.
in the great movie. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's probably one of the finest films of all time.
That's a bold statement.
But it's called Over the Top.
Oh, I know,
And
over the top.
It's Sylvester Stallone.
I don't know
No,
about the best
no,
of
Dane,
all time.
it is. It is.
It's
But
great
there is
in
a
its own
scene,
way.
There is a scene where a man, to prove his dominance and strength over another opponent,
Yeah.
drinks motor oil.
I've never seen that.
It's basically a
About
truck
5
driver
minutes
movie
later,
about arm wrestling.
He is throwing up. In a
So
bucket 'cause he's
where
not-
I saw that
Based on a
once,
true
right,
story?
Yes.
was actually in the Fast and Furious 1, where Ted couldn't find those SR20 motors, right?
right.
Oh.
yeah.
And so, and then, you have Tran that basically takes the motor oil, and he's like, what are we feeling? 20 weight,
30 weight,
30 weight,
40 weight.
40 weight, and then he pumps it into his mouth, and he's
Yeah.
like, where are the motors, Ted? And then Ted's like, they're in the warehouse, and he's like, spits out the
Yeah,
oil.
Yeah.
It's a great scene. That's the only other person that I know drank oil.
This guy drank it. This guy
It's
just
so
drank
hokey.
it straight out of a can in front of another gentleman.
Like,
Just
like
like
he was
Mad
cracking a-
Dogging
Like
him.
he was
and then-
cracking
yeah.
a Diet Pepsi.
well, hey, you know
Should've
what?
found it.
I respect that. Here we go.
Like
So
equally
Dan
bad.
Pfeiffer says no video. Well, hopefully that video
Oh,
popped
hopefully you
up.
saw it.
Riley S.
Hey, look at that.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
look
look
at
at
this.
this.
Looks like
Jimmy
Wow.
John's
Oh.
delivery
my,
delivered by a
where's
John.
my pickle?
A little. They always forget the pickle.
Should be in there.
oh,
It's probably in
man.
the bag. Bottom of the bag. Grab my pickle.
Well, I guess
wait.
that's why it was just a John and not a Jimmy John. Jimmy's out there.
Well, that's a little John right there. So, anyways, getting straight into this,
John.
we got Riley S. That said something inappropriate, and then
Oh,
Shruka
Riley.
says, "Can one foam Anthony?"
A hot dog
What?
foam?
I don't know what that means,
He wants to foam you.
but I'm going to take that as a compliment. So
I suppose it's flattering.
I like that. Luke Berge says, "Can I foam car wax?" Yep. Dan Pfeiffer says, "Going to foam my car with O&R
This
for
looks
the
like a
first
little
time
hot
today. Wish me luck." That you're eating me
Is that how
right
you're
now.
asserting your dominance?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony,
Okay.
don't let him do that to you.
Wow.
I won't let you do this to me
Hey.
because I'm about to eat this banana.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You know what? I am going to do this.
Oh.
So you know what?
For
Here we go.
those who can't see this and are simply listening, in the future, not right now, because obviously if you're seeing this and hearing this, you're seeing it right now. Yeah,
You think
so
you can eat
he's
me?
eating a banana while Levi's in a banana costume,
I'm
while
working on
Levi
it.
eats a sandwich that looks something like a hot dog,
It's
I
a very
suppose, if
thin
you
hot
squint
dog
your
bun.
eyes.
a
Yeah,
hot
at any
dog
rate, moving beyond that,
This is
why
Sprite.
don't we touch up on some more comments here?
Right?
Oh, that's great. Wrong drink?
It's supposed to be lemonade.
Oh, I would have expected
I
Pepsi
thought
from
you were
you,
going to
but
spit that out.
About ready to.
oh wow, harsh, harsh.
It's just bubbly
It's like a
lemonade.
2-star review from Levi. Okay, moving on.
Well,
Going to foam my car with
Sprite.
O&R for the first time today. Wish me luck, says Dan Pfeiffer. Good luck. It's not going to happen. You're going to get like a bubble or two, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Wrecked Panhandle. Listen to Crime Junkie on the road trip. Something to consider. Brent Eakins. Hey, I finally made another Q&A. Mainly came for the costumes, and I'm not disappointed. I'm glad you're not disappointed, Brent. Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Now down to Levi White, whose comment is slightly cut off, but I'm just going to check this. Oh, and there they go. Okay. Now we're up to I will foam water and nobody can stop me. Well, I don't know about foaming water. You can
Oh, look at you.
bubble
You put your
water.
arms away. That's very nice.
That's about as far as that.
Well, I realize that
Cute.
hot dogs don't actually have arms, so I'm going to go ahead and eliminate those.
Adam, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I'm
Oh.
just gonna roll with that, I guess.
What's this?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're
Huh.
talking
You
about.
too can have the delicious Jimmy John's if you order and get that freaky fast delivery.
Yeah.
Freaky fast, freaky wrong.
Samsung S8. It's an okay phone.
Hey,
I would prefer the iPhone 11 Pro if it was me.
he's pointing
Um,
up at the
I don't know-
Adam comment.
I don't know what
Nice,
I don't know what he's
nice.
pointing at.
It's like I'm looking. I see Adam Thurman wrote something, and I see emoji, but it's like the text isn't there.
Yeah, I just see
don't know.
emoji like gumdrops.
Yeah, it's just
Maybe we're having
Alejandro-
some technical
Huh.
difficulties.
Alejandro Bonilla says, looking forward to SEMA. Last time I went, I was in 2011.
Wow, this is going to be an experience then.
Alejandro, you're going to love it. We're excited to see you.
Yes.
It's going to be a great time.
All right, so Samsung S8 says, what are your guys' suggestions and opinions on steamers?
Steamer.
They're great.
Steamers are great. I have the McCulloch 1275, and I absolutely love that thing.
I agree with Anthony that you should pick up that one.
I've used that so much, and it's never once let me down. Morgan actually borrowed it for like a month, and she used it.
I did.
we used it in some videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you start steaming, it's kind of hard not to. It's just a lot of fun. Here we go. So Hans
It looks
Gozen
cool.
says,
You look so
Yeezy.
funny right now.
Oh, no, he just said yee. I didn't know we needed to dress up today.
It's
Absolutely.
Halloween, Hans.
Hans,
Is
this
it Halloween
is
for him anymore?
this is
though?
a big American
Well-
tradition.
Yeah, but
No.
We have Reed Smith says, just getting the business started here in Minnesota. What is the best way to do an exterior with below freezing or
no.
below 0 temps?
Warm water and a lot of it and a panel at a time.
Or actually going back to that steam comment, steam. You can
Well-
actually steam O&R.
You could, but that low, you might break a window.
I doubt that. What is so funny, Morgan?
oh,
What is so funny?
You'll see.
she's just noticing an interesting pattern in the comments.
Kirby Thompson, thanks for the great deals in this sale. Great time to buy Brake IF sprayer combo kit, right?
Glad to be a
And
servant.
you get a sticker.
Honestly, in all seriousness, like BSing aside, that multi-sprayer and brake buster combo is a pretty wicked good. Is it the multi-sprayer? I think it's the foamer. Sorry.
It's a great deal,
Is-
nonetheless.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever. The IK with the product is a fantastic deal for the money. I can't really beat that. So. Here we go. So we have Eco Green Detail says, "Hi guys, can I use O&R for pre-wash instead of snow foam?" Absolutely.
Yeah, you can pre-wash with
Absolutely.
O&R.
So
Totally.
technically, snow foam is going to provide more lubrication, right? So if you're going to plan on using that foam as lubrication with your mitt or whatever you're going to do, that's great as well. But if you're using a pre-soak, O&R will actually encapsulate and pull that dirt from the surface, providing actually pretty good lubrication as well as already self-cleaning abilities. So
And people often mistake the name no rinse to mean you can't rinse it. You can if you want. It's just not necessary at the drying step. Now, when it comes to the actual rinseless bit of it, I mean, you can use it as a pre-soak. It will actually make use of the emulsifiers and everything to break up some of that dirt when you soak it first.
yeah. Trying to get that water bottle. Don't have arms.
He's
Hot dogs
trapped.
don't have arms. Okay. So here we go. So we have Hobby 830 Magnalinez.
Not saying
Says,
that again.
hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
We're not sure how to say your name. Here we go. Coco says, Coming to America 2, starring Prince Dane and Sexual Chocolate.
Oh, no.
Wow. That's
no.
pretty fantastic.
I think Coco may have been hacked because
No.
the Coco I know
Coco?
would
Oh,
never
no.
Honestly,
speak like that.
The Coco I know would say that.
Oh,
I
no.
think we have somebody that's signed in under Coco's account.
Under the wrong account.
Show yourself.
But honestly, that's still great. So here we go. We got John Fiesel says, long-time listener, first time able to comment live.
Yeah.
We love
Hey,
that.
so glad you're here.
We
Thanks,
love
John.
that. Thank you for doing these. Keep it up. We
Well,
love when
thanks.
people say long-time listener, first-time caller,
Yeah.
first-time commenter. It's
Jeff
amazing.
C., hey, how long does glass coat last on wheels? And what is the process to reapply when the coating needs to be redone? Does the old coating need to be polished off before recoating? Great question, Jeff. Basically, if it's a clear-coated wheel, it's going to last as long as it would on your normal car paint. Now, it is going to be subject to a lot more aggressive forms where, you got wheel cleaners, you've got tar, you've got road grime, you've got brake dust, all that stuff. A little more different heat cycles, but it is going to last. And short of a good decon, cleaning, all that stuff, you shouldn't have to polish it off. You could just reapply. So,
Yeah.
Carissa says, "Hi, thanks for the specials."
Carissa,
You're welcome,
thanks
Carissa
for-
Thomas.
Chris actually had an order that
Yeah.
I may or may not have signed.
She talks about it down here too. Aaron's so-called life. Happy Halloween, TRC. Instead of giving out candy, you could give out towels when detailers trick or treat. That's true. We could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give out the lens cloths, and people complain it's like
Come
fun
to-
size. You
if
got to
you
give
come-
out a full size towel. People
Come
go
to
the
Dane's
houses
house.
with
You're
the
gonna get some.
full-size towels.
You're gonna get some fun size lens cloths
And some mail.
and
You're gonna
mail,
stack of mail.
leftover mail.
He
For
just
you
gives
to
one to every
shred.
child and says, "Can you shred this and then please return?"
Well,
Yeah.
fun fact: your brother bought a desk from my mail.
I know.
Yesterday.
He came over. My little brother, who's
What?
barely fit through the doorway, made it into Dane's mailroom and took his desk. He literally just forced his way into Dane's house, told Dane
Yeah,
up
it's like,
against
who
the
are you?
wall.
And what are you doing here?
He said up against the wall, and Dane was like, "Seth, what are you doing here? I haven't seen you since high school." And he said, "I need your desk," and he took it. He just took it.
He went in the
You know
mailroom.
what? I think
Pushed
it's in a
it
better
off.
place.
All
now.
the mail away. He said he just like
Just-
literally one-handed. He pushed all of the mail.
Oh man.
Remember, my little brother is like 6'6".
So his hands must
He
be
He's a
looks
large
like
man.
to
Hodor.
move that
He looks
much
like Hodor.
mail in a small amount of
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
is incredible.
So
He
he
has a
took
large.
the desk. I
were
think
you
he'll be
were
happy
you
with it.
shocked to see him and his size again in real life?
It just reminded me that it wasn't my imagination. He was as tall and large as he was. He
Did he have to
actually
duck
is.
when he walked into those under your door frames?
Borderline.
Pretty close.
Because it's like a step up into my front door. So
Oh.
like when he did, he just kind of.
Yeah, he had to duck his head.
wow.
He's
Yeah.
big. He's big.
It's true.
He's
So
a giant.
brave.
Yeah. So here we go.
Did he carry it out one-handed, or did he just put it under his, just under his
I held one
armpit?
side with one hand. He had the other.
Well, thanks for
See,
helping, Dane.
yeah.
That's nice. That was nice.
Moving on.
My dad
Um,
helped too, or did he just watch?
He helped when we got to the truck.
Can we scroll
Excellent.
down a little bit there, Tim?
Oh yeah.
My dad talks
Scroll
about how
down.
much he loves your jacket.
Here we go. So we got
They really spent some time looking at it while I got the.
Carissa Thomas says,
Did you rev it
Desk
up
out.
for him?
okay, guys,
I didn't rev it too much. I
Yeah.
started it up
Guys.
though, and they heard
Good,
that.
good.
Yeah,
back to the
it's true.
comments here. Special offers.
Okay,
I
Dane,
bought the
chill.
Buster package, and I purchased those brushes Anthony made me buy.
The Buster package?
The Buster
Buster.
package.
Fast and Furious.
I'm
that's
sorry,
why.
Chris. I didn't mean to make you buy them, but thank you for
Remember
doing
the
so.
Buster.
I've got a lot to glaze to use up. Can I stack it on my ceramic?
Depends on the glaze, Carissa.
Yeah, and I don't know why you would want
I
to do that
wouldn't.
because your glaze is going to have less hydrophobic abilities than your ceramic will, and if anything, I would just protect your ceramic with something everybody uses, more like bead maker or something
even a
along those
spray
lines.
wax
Even
or
spray wax,
something.
yeah. I think a glaze is not going to give you what you want. So, Dan Pfeiffer says, "Hey, Reed Smith, ONR works great. If you have a garage, fellow Minnesotan here." And have been using ONR for the last few winters.
That's right.
Great to know. Thanks, Dan Pfeiffer. Reed Smith also says, thanks, Dan Pfeiffer. Then we have Coco.
What?
Somebody hold Dane up in the air like baby Simba in The Lion King.
I don't think anybody's volunteering to hold me up.
I will hold you, Dane. But I actually don't have
That
any
is great.
arms.
Yeah.
Oh,
So how
man.
can a hot dog with no arms hold you?
I really don't want to know the answer to that question. Okay, moving along.
Levi White says, when are you guys
What's
going to have
happening?
free shipping from Minnesota?
Whenever it's
Over
$59, it
$59.
ships free.
Yeah.
That's the way it
So,
works.
You got that going for you.
It smells like
Which
chips
is nice.
in here.
We got Michelle Mary in the house. Hey guys, it's Michelle. Just wanted to say hi, and I'm excited to meet you all in person
Hey,
next week at SEMA.
girl.
We are excited as well. It'll be fun.
Nice. I like the X's around the name.
Pretty
Awesome.
hardcore.
It's
Classic.
early 2000s, and I love it. Here we go. So you got Bait Addict, baiting hard with the bait crew. What's up, man? Thanks for
Sup,
being in
dude?
here.
What's up, dude?
Delphine Bez says, hi, frankly. Is that what that says?
Well, starting off strong.
I'm
Frankly,
not sure.
Do you use high-pressure washers when you want to keep your bead maker on the paint?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with
We've never had
using
any issues with
high pressure.
using high-pressure
Yeah.
pressure washers with bead maker. So
Our gas pressure washer is a lot stronger than we need for, car washing purposes. but-
honestly, I mean, like, I would say that I've never seen any ill effects out of any of the things that we sell using our gas pressure washer that we have.
No, it's loud.
It's super loud.
well, and
it's
the PSI,
obnoxious.
the PSI is what, 3,100?
No, it's not that high.
No, I think it's 28.
I
Dane?
thought
Less
it.
than
I thought
that.
it was
It's not
close
even
to
that-
3.
Not even
or
that much. I don't
Might-
know. It's about 18. It's not even.
No,
It's like
No.
a real,
Dane,
no, my
Levi.
electric one is 18.
No, Dane, it's not.
Levi, I'm telling you right now, I think
That,
it's like 2,800.
okay, I gotta
Can
look
someone
that
go
up. That
confirm?
seems way off.
Okay, and while you're looking that up, Dane, let's keep going here.
'Kay.
So, Efren here, Efren Aguilera says, "What product do you recommend to use for your wheels when they are not cool to the touch, like going through a drive-through car wash?"
3100. Yep.
Thanks, Dane, for confirming that.
Yep.
What product do you
I-
recommend for
I
your
have
wheels
actual
when they are not
pressure.
cool to the touch?
That's what it's listed at anyway.
I know. I know it's listed that. I'm saying it's
When they are not,
that.
so you're basically just talking about like, okay, so you have a set of Hot Wheels, right? You just got
He
done
just
doing a
wants
couple
to-
track days,
Yeah,
and
just before going through a drive-through car wash.
I would just use, I'd just use Brake Buster.
Yeah,
I
you're
just-
not gonna hurt it.
You can use Brake Buster. You can go 3-to-1, 5-to-1. You can go 1-to-1. You can go straight. We haven't had any issues with heat and Brake Buster. So, Eco Green Detail says, "Thanks, guys." And then we have Dan Pfeiffer says, "Minnesota
A
representing
lot
today."
of Minnesotans.
Yeah.
I know.
Loving
Quite
that
nice.
Midwest energy. There.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I like that. I like that
Midwest
big West,
energy.
big
Hello?
That big West energy.
Midwest energy.
Midwest energy. There you go.
Midwest energy.
That Midwest energy. Okay,
Can you
so
stop squirming like that? It's really uncomfortable.
who is squirming?
You.
What are you talking? Can I help you,
Oh.
ma'am?
Well, he's not wearing the best part, which is the head sock.
Yeah, the head sock is what I.
It is.
How am I supposed to put that on without arms? So,
Wow. He's committed.
here we
Method
go.
All
So-
right,
guys.
Saber Runner. Can I use O&R and use a spray wax as a rinse off the car like Meg Hybrid Ceramic Spray Wax? Yes, you could. Venom 9600. Billy Zane's in the house. Dane the Ferret Hunter. How are you? Are you slaying many ferrets to stay warm this winter?
Nope. As a matter of fact, a crown makes a terrible hat because it does not keep the top of your head warm.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Oh,
true.
wow.
I think they learned that in the early
That's why they filled them with velvet.
1400s, Dane.
Yeah, I seem to remember a lot of really
Dane's a
bad
little
bowl
bit behind
cuts.
the times.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Sorry for
behind.
missing the last few Q&As from Bait Addict. Got my gallon of Optimum Paint Prep. Was expecting it to smell good like CarPro 08 Racer. It does not smell good. It doesn't smell like anything.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Also,
smell.
great job on the
It just
detail and
exists.
correction of the Jagganoff XKR.
Thanks, bud.
Awesome, thanks, man. Yeah, no, Paint Prep has a smell, has an alcohol-y smell, but it's not. It's very subtle. So, Venom 96600 in the house. It says, also, I'm sorry for missing the last Q&A and walking out of the last one. Was busy and got a new side job as a car restorer on Classics.
Nice.
Hey, no
Wow.
need to apologize,
Yeah.
Venom. Thank you for coming back, and thank you for being a part of our consistent Q&A group. Bait Addict says, congrats, Venom. That's awesome. See, we have such a support system here
We
within
do.
this
It's
live
an awesome
Q&A
community.
every Thursday to
It's
where
true.
if you comment, if you become part of this community, you'll find that you'll make friends very fast. G. Davis, Bait Addict, Alkaline Trio, so many great names.
Aaron's
Yep.
Rocco Modern Life.
Luke Berkey, yeah. Aaron's
That's real
Aaron's
name.
Random Life, not to be confused with
Well, and Dan Pfeiffer's always
Rocco's
there.
Modern Life,
Yeah,
right?
And Dan Piper.
Matt Gibb pops in from time to time.
Wait, there's so many
Aaron
names.
Thompson, Adam
Yep.
Thurman, Sidney Gwynn.
we
Chris
got
Thomas,
quality
yeah.
viewers.
We got
quality.
just a lot of great people. All right, so anyways, getting into this, Samsung S8 says the question you guys saw was emojis. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
emojis.
I don't-
Yeah.
We saw the emojis. That was fun.
all right, so here we go. Sorry, Samsung, we can't really. I don't know what your question says.
We can neither confirm nor deny the presence of these things of which you ask.
Dang, I don't even know what you're talking about, crazy man.
Do you know
This
something
is.
that
Have
we
you guys
don't?
ever heard of a Mad King? That's how it starts. Jerry Martin
I
says,
think his
"What
hat's
is
a little
the
too tight.
best wax out there that I can use on my 2002 bright red Chevrolet." He actually said the full thing.
Chevrolet.
Silverado truck, and I am also wanting to get the wettest tire shine out there too.
Oh.
Boom. He likes his stuff looking wet and dripping. Respect the drip,
Karen.
Jerry.
No.
So,
Oh no.
so he's going for glazed donut. Is what
He
he
wants
wants
Yeah.
to do.
glazed
He wants the
donut.
full glazed.
All right,
donut.
Jerry, here's what we're going to do. We're going to deck you out a little bit. So, OptiSeal is going to be a sealant you're going to put on the paint first. Then, you're going to let it sit overnight in your garage. You're going to wipe it off. Then, you're going to lay down a nice coat of bead maker over the top. Now, when you're putting on that OptiSeal, I'm also going to ask that you apply a couple layers of OptiBond tire gel. Soak those tires in it. Let it sit
Wow.
all night long.
Yeah.
Then when you come out in the morning to wipe off the OptiSeal, throw another coat of OptiBond on the tires. Then Beadmaker the paint, wipe down the wheels, everything's good to go. And when you're ready to leave, you dry those tires with a nice dry microfiber. Your tires are going to be shiny, black. Your paint's going to be glossy. It's going to be really great. You're going to love it.
I like to do that same method on my motorcycle tires. It makes for a very exciting ride.
It's very fun. It's almost like
It's so
it's a
weird.
new
I'm not getting
motorcycle.
any traction.
I'm just kidding. Do not do that. All right. So Coco says, Anthony, has anyone relished the opportunity to touch your buns today? The offer's out there, but nobody has. I'm afraid people have not caught up or decided to catch up on that opportunity. So. Let's see. Venom
Just a bunch of sauerkrauts.
96600 says, but I'm a little worried about the guy that hired me. Reason
Ooh.
is because I was told to demonstrate my amateur polishing skills with a rotary. I did well, but got scared because I saw pigtails.
Okay.
Well,
Noted.
wouldn't be. I mean, demonstrate your amateur polishing skills. I did well, but I got scared. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
You got the job. You got the job.
You got the job.
Yeah.
You're in. George Zapata says, San Clemente here. Yeah.
Hey.
As always, I just want to make sure I say that name right.
Pigtails are from the pad gumming up.
Yeah, could
You
be.
have too much product in it.
Cleaning pad always helps.
Laxton, auto detailer, new face here.
Yeah.
I have not seen him around yet. So, hey guys, I'm a mobile detailer in Montreal.
Welcome.
Winter is coming.
Indeed.
One of my favorite sayings. Should I rent a small garage for winter details, or should I market my services for those with a garage-kept car and use it for detailing? That's a great question.
It's a solid question.
So, I would reach out to your customer base, and when they're scheduling a car, ask them, one, where it's going to be located. Two, if they got their own garage, you could go to their garage and work. A lot of detailers do that. A lot of mobile detailers do that. Is some customers prefer, because then they don't have to feel like they need to drive the car anywhere. So you could even say, like, hey, do I need to come to your garage and work on it? Maybe they're at work.
Big thing, though.
You have a spouse at home.
Calculate your travel time.
Mhm.
Calculate
Yeah.
to how much you're doing that. So if that is the route you want to go, or if you have been doing that, then you definitely want to see,
Yeah. I mean,
how
if
much you're
it's-
spending on that.
If it's cheaper, because you got to get, even if you rent a small garage, you still got garage keeper's insurance. You've still got tons of stuff that you need to take care of.
Sure.
Yeah. Everything that the MOS HQ would have.
All I'm thinking here is we have a detox with Levi and Ivan that goes over the pros and cons of being in a shop versus being mobile. You should really go back to the detox playlist. Look for that one. Check it out.
Thanks, Dane.
Nice
We have Robert Elliott Sr., not to be confused with Robert Elliott Jr., says, how do you recommend storing the Big Red Sponge?
Oh, well, I personally like to store it in a Ziploc bag with a little bit of O&R.
Do you have one at your house?
I do.
You do.
I
I
actually
like
How
to
do.
just-
often do you knock that out?
I like to
very
keep it in a
often.
bucket.
No, that's
with
not
O&R.
true. Liz typically will wash the C-Max once a week using the Big
Ah,
Red Sponge.
She's really good about it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the lawn clippings will
Well,
flick.
when she's done mowing the lawn and she's dumping
Oh,
the clippings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it'll get
Yeah.
a little bit on, and there's only one
Yeah.
safe way to
Yeah.
remove it.
Right. Well, and, she runs a tight ship there at the house. So
Yeah.
yard's always on point. House inside's always on point. I mean, Dane can't even walk in his door without taking his shoes off.
No.
Wow.
They
My
do not.
own house.
Yeah.
She's like, you, mister, I clean these floors. You can see themselves. You could eat off of Dane's floors.
Yeah.
That's how
My.
clean they are.
So
Well,
do
he
you
sleeps on the floor.
Well, what
Yeah.
what I love is that Christmas tree can actually be seen as a reflection off the hardwood
Right.
floor.
Oh, it's literally like
It's
so
amazing.
glossy and slippery.
I mean, you can, but it's a little blurry.
well, what Dane does is he takes off his socks and puts on those hospital style with the
Ah.
rubber
the
traction.
hospital
butts,
booty.
yeah.
The traction,
Those
so
are
he
my
doesn't hurt
favorite.
himself.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
Oh, man.
She goes to all this work, keeping things looking tip top always.
And while
Yes.
Liz has already started to decorate the tree for this year, I do believe she's on the search for a sledgehammer
Oh,
Christmas
no.
ornament.
Oh,
Because we.
that's
well,
a great one.
I'm not gonna
That's-
get
What a
started.
great
Who needs
Christmas
that?
gift.
Dean, but yeah, who needs a sledgehammer when you can?
Buy
Buy
a
a
truck.
truck. truck.
Instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah.
getting down the road here. So we have Venom96600 says, so I inspected the clean pad, and it had clumps
Oh,
of
look at that.
residue in the pad. Well, wow.
There you
chances
go.
are, yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
I was concerned about this and informed my new boss. He said there was nothing wrong with the pad and said I messed up.
Oh.
Huh.
Now I see
Maybe
your
you need
concern.
to clean that pad.
Take the initiative, clean that pad, and then show them the results of a clean pad versus that. Because yes,
Just show him the difference, and if he
That
still argues there was nothing wrong with it, then you might have somebody who has a little bit of a mental block with that kind of stuff.
They're probably old school and don't
Yeah.
understand.
Dan Pfeiffer says, just went out and tried to foam my car with O&R. I got a trick. Definitely not a treat.
Yeah,
Well,
Dan.
on the
how
plus
long you
side,
been
nobody
listening?
said you could,
Yeah.
so that's on you, bud.
Bait Addict TRC Q&A Facebook group. We could.
I mean,
I mean, we
We
do have
already
a
got so many
podcast, we got our
Facebook groups
detox
to monitor
groups,
as
and
it is.
it's- Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
detox group. That's where it's pretty much all at.
Yeah. Go to those
Venom
ones.
9600 says, so now I'm worried about this guy because he doesn't clean the pads and is messy, but he knows how to do his job. I'm conflicted, and I'm wondering what I should do.
So I'm a messy detailer. Most people don't know about me is that I'm a messy detailer. I like to leave stuff laying around.
you like to kind of like roll around on the floor and get
Yeah.
yourself dirty
I get-
beforehand.
I like to
Garage
get in
walls
there.
look like a Pollock.
No, they
What?
don't.
Is-
But what I'm saying is, like, I don't always clean everything to the best of my abilities because I've done it for so many years. So it'll work. But I do keep them to the standard that they need to be to actually do the service. But if you walked into my garage when I'm working on a car, you'd be like, "Where's everything go? What's stuff at?"
Whoa.
Are you
What
okay?
the-
Are
The
you
dog
alright?
is sprouting arms.
Oh my god, that's what GMOs will do.
Oh, yeah.
That's scary.
This
so
is was
um,
getting a little
He's
thirsty.
not from the organic
So anyway,
section.
I just try to, like, I know where everything is, and it's my mess. So I am a messy detailer, but I try to keep everything as organized as I can and clean. So reach out to him. Just kind of, all you can do is do your best
Yeah.
and hope that he sees that.
Yeah.
Fair.
Bait Addict says, sick dog, Anthony. Nice Nana, Levi. You're welcome. Thank you.
No compliments for Dane, I see.
Douglas Clark says, Delta Car Care signing
I'm
in
just too
from
efficient.
Glasgow. We got a Scotsman in the house. here.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. Samsung S8 says, earlier,
You guys
said you'd seen one of the recent comments as emojis. I was retyping it for you guys to answer because I was wondering the same. The question was, quote, what is some more info on the, and then it just disappears. I
so
can't,
weird.
wow, can't read. Weird, strange.
You know what I think will help that?
hmm.
If he comes to SEMA
Gonna
and
have to
checks
come
out
to
our
SEMA
booth,
and see our booth. in
everything
person.
will be
Yeah.
answered there.
Yeah.
Then you'll know.
Yeah.
I think I heard
Riley
something
S.
about that.
Levi, what type of heater makes up your complete garage warming solution package at the MOS HQ? Riley, great question. Thanks for asking.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
Here's the deal.
Hate this. Go. Tell us
Oh,
the
come on.
heating solution package.
It involves a
like-
banana costume.
Here's the deal. I like to keep the MOS HQ at a nice 67 degrees when I'm working in it.
Wow. Okay.
How do I achieve that,
Brisk.
you wonder? I have an air duct in my garage.
Ooh.
Wow.
Also fully insulated.
Wow.
I also have an insulated door. I lucked out because the people that owned it before me used to run a business out of there.
Wow.
okay.
How did that
So they
happen?
insulated their garage. They did some duct work. They created this whole setup to heat, and they tried to air condition it. It's not as great. But
Sure.
for heat, it's perfect. Keeps it nice and warm. Love it. That's what I do.
Cool.
Laxon Auto Detailer. I appreciate your response, guys. Much love. Definitely a new face on live Q&A, but I'm a daily viewer of all your content. Keep this up. You guys are leaders in this business. Oh, thanks, man. We
Thanks,
appreciate
Laxon.
it.
Thanks.
Big compliment.
Diego Lopez, is O&R wash and wax safe for glossy wraps? Yes. Chris Marcial, do you guys have a favorite 32-ounce spray bottle? Regular spray bottles, not pump, or fancy bottles with double spray action? Just standard Tokals are great. They do a lot for you.
Yeah. Pretty much right there.
I've just used them too much, so it hurts for me to use any spray bottle.
I still want to try the Press All sprayers.
Yeah,
I
me
do.
too.
I have not ordered one from Matt yet. I want to try it because I want to. I just want to see if I'll like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they look cool. I think they're interesting. I'd like to try it, but I just. I mean, I haven't made an order from him. The last order I made was a T-shirt, so I'll have to maybe try
I
one
mean,
here soon.
to reiterate, the reason we're so big on IK sprayers is because, Levi,
the-
your knuckles, your hands, I mean, they just
They're
benefit
non-existent.
from not having to pull a trigger
What do you think
constantly.
happened to my arms?
And that's just a result of years of detailing. So if you're just starting out, you may not have those issues, but after a few years, it can start to build
But
up.
Terry,
I
that's
also
when
just
you're gonna
hate it because
appreciate a pump
I
sprayer.
obviously don't have the issues that Levi does.
Sure.
But I don't ever want to have those issues. No
No.
offense, Levi. You're doing
Thanks.
great.
You're
Appreciate
not
it.
looking to start.
But also, I'm just lazy and I don't want to sit there for 45 minutes trying to,
Yeah, spray product
So
out.
why would I do
Just
that?
make it
So
happen.
my friend Jason with that Blue Evo that we did
Yeah.
the first Wash
Yes.
Wednesday with,
the very first.
I have literally been telling him for almost 2 years now, since we started carrying the IK sprayers, hey man, you need to get one of those IK multi-sprayers for your O&R washes. And he's like, I don't need that junk. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
trust me, you will love it. I went over to his house last weekend just to stop by to drop something off, and I see him. He is literally using 2 trigger sprayers with O&R to go over his whole car and pre-spray.
Right.
Do you
Is
know
he,
how
is he
long
just
it
trying to
takes him?
get
Yes.
like a
Do
hand
you know
workout,
how-
dexterity?
Do you know how much it destroys those joints?
Oh, I bet. But dude, I'm literally looking at him. I'm watching him. It took him, oh my God, 10 times as long as it would take me to do with just a multi-sprayer. And he's sitting there and he's just chatting away, pulling triggers here and there. It's like he's shooting the car. And he's like, oh man, I forget how sore my fingers get. And I'm like, dude, I'm literally not going to tell you anymore. I'm just going to get you one for Christmas
There you
because
go.
I can't watch this
it's
anymore.
You could get him one
amazing.
right now because the sale's so great.
Wow.
It's amazing
Thanks,
to see
Levi.
the
Awesome.
stubborn refusal some people have. Like either it's pride or something. I don't know. It's like
Dane's always been
a
a
pump
true trigger
sprayer
man.
will actually
Yeah.
help you if you're not looking to destroy
Please
your
stop.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
Okay,
All right.
moving on.
Delphine, how would you compare Beadmaker and Optimum Spray Wax? Beading, gloss, and durability. I used to apply the Optimum product, but it's been a while. Any reason to go back to it or have both? Delphine, they're both great products. They're both slick. They both provide protection. They both have UV protection. They're both
Yep.
great products. We sell both of them because we like both of them. We don't
Yeah.
sell, we don't stop carrying one because the other one. We carry both because they're good.
Now,
So,
if you want a personal opinion angle just to like draw some kind of distinction, I would say Beadmaker on the surface may look better to me, but Optimum Car Wax is going to last longer.
Yes.
Like a lot longer.
Good one, Dane.
So
Good one,
difference
Dane.
to me. That's
Yep.
just me.
Dane, thanks.
John Hole says he's feeling hungry and he can't work out why. Well, John, time to go down to the kitchen and grab yourself a hot dog.
Oh, I get it. I didn't know why he said that.
He's hungry.
Are you a hot dog
Did
guy,
you
John?
forget that you're in it? Okay.
Well, I mean, hot dog and bananas.
Oh, Bait Addict. Well,
Bait Addict says, oh, I got done FTW towels. Yeah, they glide nicely for sure when applying for a drying aid. You guys try them on soft paint.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
They are A-OK on soft
Yep.
paint.
Yep.
Venom 9600, he is old school, so I'm going to try and clean out his detail supplies, and I will work with him on the issue and a few more that I've been seeing.
That's
Heck
the best
yeah,
thing
man.
you could do. Instead of butting heads, just try and like slowly bring them over to your side by showing them the difference in person.
It's like Dane and I tomorrow. We're going to be driving for 10 hours,
What's
Yeah.
happening?
and I am going to be being very cautious and trying to put myself in Dane's position,
Sure.
and I'm going to be very kind and loving, and I'm going to be saying, Dane, let's go. I
I'm-
got your back, buddy. We're safe. Let's go for it.
Super
Because we're
excited.
driving a 2-lane road,
Yeah.
But what I'm not going to do is scream at Dane and yell at him
It's a good move.
and go,
I don't respond well to that.
go now, come on, Dane, your dad's leaving us. Like, I'm not going to say that, like, my children's livelihood depend on the speed in which he drives. I'm not going to say that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
It's just
because that's
implied.
kind of a rude thing to say. I'm not going to tell him that, like, he holds, my future in his hands.
Ah.
Yeah.
As well
And
as
that
a
of-
young Jimmy.
And
See,
of my, well, I don't, it's,
The thing is,
Jimmy's okay. Like,
everybody can always count on when I'm driving.
Jimmy's
you
not gonna
will
lose his
arrive
job.
at your destination safely.
so,
well.
That is true.
But what
I
if
am
you guys
not
don't
dead
make
yet.
it to SEMA?
We will get there.
Well, you never
will
know.
not.
What
Excited
if you, what
about
if you
that,
have to
but-
stop and tune the radio or something?
So here's the
I
deal.
have passengers
right?
for that.
In
Ah.
terms
that's why I'm going to
of-
be the hot navigator that keeps everybody on point.
He's
Ah.
DJ Levi over here.
Listen.
so,
DJ?
yeah.
So in terms
DJ
of
Santa.
Shine.
Okay.
snacks, how
Yeah.
many Slim Jims are we picking up on this
Good question.
road trip?
That's a
Oh.
good question. But what I was thinking is maybe swinging by the store tonight, picking up
Costco.
some
pack.
monsters
Ooh.
just for our car.
Ooh.
Ooh, are you gonna Costco? Like
no,
a case?
I'm not gonna get a case.
Oh, that was great
I'll wait till
last
we
year,
get.
though.
I'll wait till we get to Costco,
Oh, yeah.
and we'll buy a case of monsters.
Should definitely pick up some monsters because those are pretty great. And other things we like to have while we're on the road.
Did Did you start leaving
Hi,
and
Juice.
air
Scroll
out your
down
gummy
here.
worms?
So I have not started to air out the gummy worms to let them get a little bit stiffer and harder. But I am planning on doing that here soon.
Tonight you're gonna get all pre-ready for that.
Yeah.
Are you packed? Because I am
All
packed.
right, Tim, if
I
we
am
could
fully
scroll
packed.
down a little
That is a
further
great question,
to Bait
Levi,
Addict's
and to
next
answer that,
comment,
I am
starting
not.
with also
Oh,
Dane.
well, that'll be fun
Thank
for you.
I'm actually going to go to the store tonight, and so what I have to do is I need to actually pick up some solution package.
I did
some-
that yesterday. I announced to everybody I'm picking up my hygiene solution package.
That's what I'm doing. So I'm
That's
going to be
where I got my
picking up
beard
a
stuff. I got-
loofah, obviously.
I got a couple of
I'm going
those.
to be bringing my new Cremo shave cream in
Very
the
nice.
bourbon scent. I
Yep.
really like it.
I got my
um,
Cremo beard balm in the Everest or the Evergreen scent.
Did you really?
Yeah, I
Well,
sent you a
that's really
picture
nice.
this morning. It was
So-
very nice.
So I am also thinking, right, that
don't
I'm going to
exist.
bring
You are
my
not even
Nivea for Men
real.
facial lotion.
Oh, that is a very
What?
nice product. I love that stuff.
Yeah,
Feels really great.
I
We've
brought
used
some-
it on
remember,
many.
Remember the travel
Yep.
trip, and
Yep.
I had you try a little dab
loved
of
it.
it.
Loved
Smells
it.
good. Your
Delicious.
face feels
Tastes good.
moisturized.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to taste it.
Well, I just
Oh.
kind of like the taste.
All right.
So
Right.
I'm just going to acknowledge the comments here since you guys are busy talking.
Well, I think
Bait
we should
Addict.
skip over that one.
No,
right
actually,
there.
I want to address it head on. See, the thing
Bait
is,
Addict
Bait
says
Addict,
also Dana Morgan's costumes are too basic to get recognition.
he thinks that. But think about what, you know what? Actually, Morgan's costume required more coordination than either of these guys' and mine included.
How
Yeah.
so?
Because your guys' things are one piece.
Yeah, I just slip it on.
Okay. So
Where
here's-
she actually coordinated, like, oh, the black thing here, the black thing
Yeah,
there, and
yeah.
ears. Okay, I'll
I
give
had
her
to
that.
wear. I had to
I
plan to
admit
wear all
I
black,
had
including boots.
a single crown, but it was a suggestion from a listener, and I loved it because it was a great lazy way to get around it by saying, "I'm the Prince of the Rag Company." Throw on a crown, done. It was
See,
going to be a Burger
and
King
guess
crown,
what,
but
Dane?
this is
Guess what, Dane?
little better.
What do you do on Halloween? You dress up as something that you are not.
or do you?
Well, I'm
do
not a
you?
cat. He
to
is
that-
not a hot dog.
to that,
He is
to
not
that
a
point,
banana.
Dane,
Remains
right?
to be
In terms
seen.
of the hierarchy of the heir to the throne of the Rag Company, right? Jeff Hennon, his favorite food is a banana.
That is true.
Oh,
His second favorite food is a hot dog.
no.
Yes.
You really should have dressed as yogurt.
Okay.
We all know it's a cup of yogurt.
It is
It's a cup of
It's a
yogurt.
banana and a cup of yogurt.
I think a
Every
hot dog
morning.
is not
Yep.
too
Can
far.
you put the?
Let's just say when
top-
Carolyn saw me this morning, she could not stop laughing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's hilarious.
Because she thought Jeff was going to eat you.
She was worried. She
Yikes.
goes, "You should go see Jeff in his office." And I said, "I don't want to go in his office by
that
myself.
seems uncomfortable.
I'm worried."
All right, so
See,
going
they
down
seem
here,
basic, but they actually
Rex-
required thought.
Rex
Yeah.
Panhandle says, so Levi is Rupes Uno, the one step you were talking about.
Yes. Since
They mentioned it
they've already
first.
posted it.
Yeah,
I
so
Yeah.
now
was
it's
keeping my mouth shut
cat's
until
out
I
of the
posted
bag.
it.
Yeah.
Bait Addict Anthony, the press all ones are pretty good, but right now they all fail quickly.
Ooh.
That will get sorted soon, so just wait a bit. Honestly, I really like any bottle if it has a total sprayer. Great feedback.
Agreed.
good feedback.
Dan
Yeah.
Pfeiffer says both my press all bottles have failed in a
Oh.
massive way.
Oh,
I really wanted to
Huh.
like them, but I'm disappointed.
dang.
So when they say fail, what do they mean specifically is the issue?
Probably maybe the trigger, maybe?
Yeah, the plungers probably break. Samsung
Okay.
S8 is back. Question for each one of you. If you were only limited to use one TRC towel, which would you use?
Everyone say theirs on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
365.
What'd you say, Dane?
FTW.
You
Oh,
sicko.
You
You weirdo.
He said 365, Dane. Tom Kirby says, time to say bye today. Looking forward to your SEMA video adventure series.
Wow.
Thanks,
Hey.
Kirby.
Tom
See you,
Kirby.
You'll
man.
have to wait probably about 8 or 9 months.
Thanks for stopping by.
Well,
Maybe
travel
next
video.
SEMA we'll have the
We
video.
will have it done by next SEMA. To be honest, there's actually a SEMA video that you guys never saw.
Ooh.
Did you guys know that we actually did, or I actually did, a full paint correction and a coating on
Yeah.
a Viper that
Last year.
was part
Yep.
of a very special circuit. I believe it was called the
it was the Optima.
yeah, the
Battery
Optima Street
Challenge,
Car
yeah.
Battle. Yeah. So it was part of that. Awesome looking car, custom paint job, custom everything
Yeah, you
on
were
it.
working on that 2 days
Um,
before we left for SEMA.
Yeah.
Right up
Literally
until we
snake
literally
skin interior, literally everything. It was
Nuts.
it was one of the very pretty videos shot in our white room.
Yeah.
Never got done.
Nope.
And you'll probably never ever see it.
Nope.
And it was a good video though. Used gloss
Super
coat on
fun.
it. Had great results. Used the last cut. Did
Think
a
of all the
full-
work you did to get rid of all the tread on the underside, just burnt rubber on the
Yeah.
underside of the side pipe.
Think
Yeah.
of all the video hours that you guys made
All for
trying to
nothing.
demonstrate that. And
Yeah, and
Well,
it just never was made.
yeah.
And this actually could have been made for this year, and nobody would have ever known.
Nope.
But it didn't get done. 'Cause
Well, there's
we had
always
other
next year.
priorities. We had priorities.
We
See, the
had-
problem is, I'll get started on a project, takes me a
Dane,
minute,
don't
and then they
go
go,
into it.
Dane, no, we
Don't
need to
go
do
into it,
this
Dane.
instead.
Dane,
And
we
next thing
need
you know,
Don't.
things get left by the
and that's
wayside.
why we pulled him aside for the Jaguar video. We said, Dane,
Yeah.
we need you to do this Jaguar video.
Oh, that was easy. We
Oh.
literally just said, Dane,
We need you to buy a
we
Jaguar.
need you to buy
Okay.
a Jag and make a video about it. And Dane was like,
Twist
I
my
can do
arm."
that. I'll do that. Not a
He's
problem."
like, if I have to.
What's
And
fun
I-
is that Dane applied for a Helo or HELOC
Yeah.
and then got a Jag. Anthony is in the process of applying for a HELOC, and I'm in the process for applying as well.
Yeah.
And fun fact, maybe Anthony and I will get Jags after
Ooh.
this as well.
I think that'd be fun.
Um,
Yeah.
They might
it's-
might not
it-
be the same.
It's going to be a
type of Jag.
1/64th scale,
Yeah, that's maybe something like this.
Mm.
but it's going to be awesome.
It'll be cool. We'll get to drive them.
Whether
You and I
they
could
get
have
them or
our own,
not,
we could create our own detailing videos of it.
it's still cool.
What it's
Ooh.
like to pick up a 1/64 scale at Walmart and walk it to
Yeah.
the car and then drive it home.
Yeah.
And what it's like after a road
Well,
trip.
but putting the protection on before the drive home.
Oh,
So
Ah.
I'm going to also buy a box of saran wrap.
that's a
And
great idea.
saran wrap
Great
that.
No,
idea.
actually,
Yeah.
I have to fight the temptation when we inevitably visit Freddie again in Florida to not
So-
buy one of his Nissan Pulsars.
What if Dane drives the Jag tomorrow?
Oh my God, he totally could,
And we're
But
like,
I
Dane,
won't.
we're all riding in this.
and he can make it there.
And Dane goes, well,
Where does your arm come from?
I'm just driving my car, guys.
I would get pulled over by Officer Casilla again.
We're like, Dane, we're all riding in these cars. You're not. He's like, it's fine. I'm just driving my car. It's cool.
No, last year I'm the responsible slow one, and
Yeah.
well, slow. I'm going a
That's
little
what-
over the
you
speed
were-
limit. And that's
you
still
were going
slow.
too slow. That's why he pulled you over.
And
we
if
all
you're
know.
not at least going
Yeah.
15 miles over the speed limit, then I'm not sure why you're driving on a road trip.
I was like 5 over. I was terrible. Yeah.
5?
Yeah. That's my
Yeah.
going
See,
going
if-
rate.
What he doesn't know is if you got two cars. Let's use these guys. Hey, look, there's cars.
yeah,
right
their
here.
whole thing is like the
Okay.
lead
If you
rabbit
stay like this,
scenario. Let
if you
somebody
s-
else be the guinea pig.
So if you stay like this, the whole trip, right? Changing lanes together, and we're just a cohesive unit.
Wow.
Police officers will not pull you over, Dane, because
Sure.
it doesn't look like
And then
anything.
I'm going to demonstrate.
doesn't
but
look
if you're
like
doing
anything.
this,
Okay, and I'm going to demonstrate this right here,
and
right?
you're revving up to get
So-
up, car,
so-
get
so-
up close to
So this is called the slingshot maneuver, as seen primarily in Talladega Nights, right?
Shake
so,
and bake.
So
Shake and
shake and bake. So basically, here we go. This is going to be Jeff's car. This is going to be Dane's car right behind, right? We're going to be riding up on other people, right?
Yep.
And we are going to slingshot around
Oh, very
a
nice.
2-car pass, right?
Yeah.
And then get in between, right? And then bam, now we have them locked in. I am going to actually pop out of the passenger side with a it's a basically a grappling gun.
Okay.
Shoot through the
Okay.
window, and then we are going to hijack
See
a
what you're
semi
missing by flying?
full of
No,
electronics.
here's what,
What
we're gonna.
am
Here's
I missing
all right.
other
So
than being
I like
arrested?
that. Here's the other thing I think would be great. We're in the Denali's, right?
Yeah.
And we're driving,
Okay.
right? And then all of a sudden we've come up on a fuel truck,
Oh,
right?
I like where
And
this
what
is
I've
going.
done is
Just
as-
because you got a
as-
C10 here.
As I'm driving, I tell Dane we gotta flip
with
around,
the e-brake, yeah.
and then Dane's driving backwards, and that's when you pop out of the back hatch
And I have
And
and
flip
you
out a
have this
massive
big huge
hitch.
latch that you
this
can
hitch,
attach.
yeah.
Yep.
So I hit the hitch onto that.
Yep.
You guys turn on the NOS, right?
Right, and then,
then-
Jeff and them all get up over to the truck and
Yep.
break the. They get the nitrous
This
And then-
seems
to
yeah.
excessive.
break the
I
pin,
feel like I've seen
and
this
then we
before.
take
Yeah.
off, headed back to Boise with tons of fuel.
Tons of fuel.
Tons of fuel.
And so here's the
Tanker
deal with that.
trucks with fuel.
I'm hoping that it's not 89 because that's not going to be really helpful for us for all these high
No,
performance
we do need
vehicles that
some
we
more
have.
race fuel.
So we would need to have either
High
add
octane.
octane booster
Yeah.
or try to find something a little
Yeah.
bit nicer.
Right.
Anyway,
All right. So Han says,
happen.
Anthony, those press-all sprayers are great, just like Matt is saying about them. They need some updates, but with some products, they leak after a while. But they do have a strange spray pattern. Baydac
strange
says,
how.
but things that require a lot of solution, I end up using a 2-liter pump sprayer from Quasar. ONR Pre-Soak or ONR Clay Lube. Got this before the IKs came out. It's great. though IK all the way now. Nice. John Hole. Lol. Anthony. I don't mind a hot
Why
dog.
do you say lol?
Oh. Lol.
Douglas Clark. Miralex. Blow IK away. Okay.
So
Laxton Auto
On
Detailer.
opposite day.
I'm 22 with tendonitis in my hands from piano. My shoulders and back kills after polishing a car, and my rotary vibration kills my forearm. What is the leading painkiller anti-inflammatory do I get? Ooh, just ibuprofen.
Honestly,
Regular ibuprofen. I take
yeah.
5 a day. It's great.
don't
Tonzors.
do anything
No.
crazy
So
addictive.
business is
like-
booming, but
that's
I've been struggling with
better
some
that
dirty
way.
interiors and the massive amount of time it takes to vacuum the junk out of the carpet. Any tips? Stuff just sticks in fibers. Air. Compressed air, Tonzors. Get an air compressor, even a small one, will help you because you can have the capacity to blow out an interior of a vehicle. That will do so much. If you can hook it up to a trumpet-style air gun like the Tornador gun,
Watch
Love
the used
that.
car detailing video with the Honda Accord.
it will
Levi
help
just-
so much to get all that.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
never
sort of count of
vacuum a
plugs
car.
on the Q&A?
I never vacuum a car
doing it when it's
until I
relevant.
get to the very end. I always blow a car out first. So, Kyle House, can't wait to see you guys next Tuesday. Hey, Kyle,
Hey.
see us next Tuesday.
So next Tuesday is this coming.
That's not a very good thing to say. Adam Blackwell, what's up, TRC? I feel like I've been finally made it, not because it's been my best month so far in the new shop, but because the local detailer's been talking smack about me. What's wrong with these people? So that's just people. They're just gonna
Yeah.
do that. But
Some
seriously,
people can't handle other people being
good on
happy
you.
or
Don't
successful.
retaliate. Just do your best work. Kyle, we are gonna see you next Tuesday. Bait Addict Dane is so TF.
What's that mean?
Bait
Morgan?
is, then Bait Addict said, is so triggered with Anthony and Levi having a conversation on live
I
Q&A.
don't think so. I think
No.
Dane loves it.
Oh, come on.
Eric
You can't-
Sanchez.
I don't think they understand when we're just, yeah. Any rate, joking around.
Here we go. So
Just
Eric
jagging.
Sanchez says, "Hey, I was a hot dog when I was 15. LOL." Well, hopefully I'm bringing back some awesome memories for you, Eric. The same one too, Anthony. Peace, Levi, Dane, Anthony, Morgan. Trick or treat.
Trick or
Trick or treat
treat.
indeed.
We got Chris Weiss here in the house saying, "How long do I have to wait to put a coating back on a repainted car?"
Depends on the-
about.
where it was painted, how it was painted, and when it was painted, but more than likely you want to wait at least 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be doing it the next week or anything.
And if it's like just got painted and you've got winter, probably wait till spring.
We got Eric Sanchez saying, "Coincidentally, just finished the last banana."
Very nice.
Dang.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's
Time to
deep.
get more.
Hans Kozen says, "At Laxton Auto Detailer, get yourself some mechanic impact gloves." Wow, I wonder who had that idea.
Mm.
Those gloves make vibrations. Vibrations.
Vibration.
I like that. I don't have any problems like Levi, but I do feel lots of differences when wearing them.
Yeah, those are the gloves I use.
And it makes a big difference over time. If you
Yep.
can prevent the issues from happening in the first place, that's a good thing.
Wrecked Paint Handle says, "So do you recommend Uno?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
Me
we
too.
do.
Yep.
good.
We
Morgan
can
got
sc-
to use it
We can
too while she
scroll
was up
down
there.
a little
I
bit
did.
here, Tim.
Delphine, Jeff C. says to Delphine, I do a hard coat of OptiSeal followed by Optimum Car Wax. Then I use Bead Maker on top. Boom. Nice. Arcadia Wash Shop. Hey, guys. Just want to wish you all safe travels and hope you have an absolute blast. Thanks, man.
Arcadia.
Douglas Clark says, hello, John Hole.
Hello.
Dan Pfeiffer says the failure on Pressall is the sprayers and nozzles leak all over the place and stop actually spraying. They just drip all over. No issue with the Tokel ones. Again, had high hopes for Pressall.
Dang.
Yeah. Siobhan, Big Sexy. I'm looking for the new multi 1.5 gallon on the website, but I'm not seeing it. I need one ASAP. Siobhan, we may be out of them. I don't know. You might check the Amazon
Multi
listings too
one-
for a multi
So-
1.5.
Yeah.
But if not, you can call the store and see.
Also, it's definitely not 1.5 gallons.
Yeah, it's 1.5 liters.
Yeah.
So look for
Coco-
the 2 if you're looking for an alternative.
Coco wants to know which room will the Swirl Police get at your Vegas Airbnb?
I don't think we
I
even
think
have
they-
enough
We don't have any Swirl Police.
No.
Future Prison. Hey guys, I've been a viewer for a few months, but super new to the Q&As and love them. Just checked out the cost of Breakbuster and can't believe how cheap it is here in Australia. In the cart it goes. There you go,
Awesome.
man.
Yep.
Enjoy. John Hole says, hello, Douglas Clark. Thumbs up. And Douglas Clark says, Han says, Dane, strange in the sense of on some sprayers it sprays to one side or has a stream in the mist function.
Oh,
that's
okay.
how
So
weird
it's
it is.
kind of stuck in between the styles. Gotcha.
Douglas Clark, Marl Exer in Poland, those groans. We're just big fans of IK. That's
Yeah,
why.
no, and you know
I'm
what?
sure the Marlex spares are
Marlex
great.
does the trick. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just
Yep.
our familiarity is with IKs. We're really happy with how those have worked out.
Christopher Beard, only an hour late. I have a good reason. New job is going great. I travel lots of dealerships and inspect cars for our auction. Bonus of the job. If it sells at the auction, I receive a commission.
Hey.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Siobhan, the new IKs can be pumped up with a compressor. The big multis, yes.
Pro 12.
Or
yeah.
Pro. The Pro 12.
The
can.
Pro 12 foam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin Rodriguez, 0823. What advice do you give to someone who started a detailing business, had to move on for personal reasons, is trying to restart the business? Just start it, man.
Yeah.
Get back on it. Start,
Yeah.
if you've still got contacts or customers that you used, send them a message and say, hey, man, I'm detailing again out of my garage or wherever I'm doing this. If you want, give me a call.
As every
Um,
motivational
spread the
speaker
word.
says, the best way to start is to start.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it, man. Adam says, have a good trip, guys. Thanks for another awesome show. You're welcome, Adam.
Thanks.
Rectangle just picked up a pad washer from yours and Yvonne's recommendations. Can't wait to try it out. Nice, dude. You're going to like it. Siobhan, what's the procedure to get y'all to come to the Caribbean to do some seminars and workshops? Well, we haven't gotten that far yet. If maybe UM Distributors or maybe Alejandro over there in Costa Rica wants us,
They want us to come down.
they want us
then-
to come down, then we'll work it out. And maybe we can do that. But
So reach out to you on distributors.
yeah, we'll figure something out.
I know Dane and Levi have always wanted to go to the Caribbean, so
I mean,
Um,
I've been.
Dane, Anthony
Not
loves
on business.
one
though.
thing. What people don't understand is Anthony loves Puerto Rican food. It's one of his favorite things. He loves plantains like it's going out of style.
yeah, and I love the
And one of-
local Puerto Rican food that we have here in Boise, so it makes it nice.
One
that
of
I don't
one of
actually
his
have to-
favorites is mayo ketchup.
I was going
he
to say
loves
plantain.
He loves
Looks
to
like
dip
Levi,
mayo
but
ketchup
taller.
on his fries and all his extra stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Here we
David
go.
Timothy
Yep.
Duvall. Sorry if you guys have discussed this Sorry if you guys have discussed this recently, but I've been flat out at work. Can we talk winter washing tips, as in negative 30 degrees Celsius type of temperatures?
So basically,
What's
around
negative
0
30? 0
degrees. Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Because 32 is where 0 is on Celsius.
Yeah. So, that's cold.
Yeah,
We
that's
do
real cold.
O&R stuff if you're in a warmer garage. I try not to tell people to wash when it's that cold.
It's
Uh,
it's
and
bad
if you
for
can-
you. It's not just bad for the car. It's
not,
bad for
it's
you.
bad for you, but it's bad for the car in some senses. If you can, there's no real problem with running it through an automated car wash when it's that cold. Just know that you may have to polish some stuff later on.
Yeah.
But realistically, those are a little better because they usually are, they've got the doors, you pull in, it's warm, it kind of, they do some stuff there. So it's probably
Now-
your best bet.
Curious though, do you recommend a touchless or a brush wash? Because I know the brush ones, they'll have more pH neutral stuff, but if you go touchless, then you're dealing with possibly stronger chemicals.
Yeah, but
I'm
at
curious.
this point in the game, I look at it as, what is your time worth? Do you feel
Right.
like you protected the car prior to winter? If you protected it prior to winter happening, you have a good layer of protection. You could technically go without washing the vehicle till the springtime. Or if you're one of those people who just can't handle it and you just need to get everything off, you could schedule an appointment with a detailer, maybe do a hand wash. You could schedule, a detail, like a light detail or something, on the car just to get it clean. They could pressure wash everything for you and get everything cleaned up. Or, I mean, realistically, it's if you just don't have the time or you don't want to be cold, then a machine wash is fine. It's just you're going to have to plan on probably getting it detailed again in the spring. So it's really at
Yeah.
that point, what's your budget and what's your time worth?
And I assume we're talking about a newer vehicle because if you go to like vehicles from the 80s, 70s, and before, you need to look out for like rust prevention kind
Right,
of
yeah.
issues and that kind of thing. Everybody loves a Datsun, but
Yeah,
from the day, they may not
exactly.
hold together if they see no washes during the winter time. It also depends on what they're covering your roads with during the winter, obviously. Where are we down now to?
Rectangle. Hopefully one day you guys
there
come
we
to
go.
a SoCal event so we can hang out.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Sharon says, yes, come. It's beautiful. Trinidad has the best food in the Caribbean. Trust me.
Nice.
I bet it does. I bet it has really good food there.
Mhm.
Actually, wasn't Rennie just there?
I don't
in
know.
Trinidad?
Was he?
I think he was. I think so.
Well, he'll be at SEMA next week. You can ask him.
Eric Sanchez does some emojis. Nice. We have Douglas Clark says full-time Glasgow mobile valeter detailer. I believe your people call them valeters, Dane.
Yeah, that didn't
Um,
fly when I said that to the taxi driver. And he was just like, "Huh?" And,
Morgan, did you
and then
find
he
my
corrected
pickle?
me.
No?
I thought it was valeters,
Is that what
and
it
he
is?
says you don't pronounce a valet
See where it is?
there. So
Winter protection.
Probably
valeters.
got eaten.
Okay. Winter
Whoops.
protection mostly done and inside soon for some ceramic installations. Nice.
And
Eric Sanchez, I have a big bad bird dropping burn that stands out.
Ooh.
I just need a rotary to go hard at it, or to wet sand one day. So don't skip a step and not protect with a seal.
evil laugh.
True.
Okay, cool. Shervon, Big Sexy. There's a lot of beer, beach and sand, rivers, waterfalls, coral reefs, jet skis, endless food. I'm sure you will add some pounds.
LBs.
The culture is over the top. Even
Oh.
if it's not for a workshop, just make it a vacay. Yes, Rennie and his wife were here last week on a workshop.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would like to go there. I would like to hit up some jet skis.
Mm.
Have some drinks afterwards, right? Because I don't want to drink and then ski.
Yeah, maybe don't combine
Right.
the two.
I want to eat some food, go and rent a hotel with an ocean view, right, with the white drapes that kind of flow in the wind, and then
Just want to sleep in a grass hut on the beach.
me and my wife have a beautiful day laying around in bed on
We
this
got to be
white.
working though.
What?
We'll have to be working.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Who
thought
said
this
that?
was a vacation.
No.
No,
You're
this is
working.
a work trip. What you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Well, we're all going to be there.
So
Yeah.
white sheets, me, Dane, and Levi, laying out, enjoying the breeze, the ocean air,
I'm excited for the street
fried
racing.
plantains.
I got the
Excited
hammock.
for the street racing that's
Plantains?
going to be going on.
Yeah, plantains
Yeah,
look like
on the
Levi, but they're
island, yeah.
on
taller.
the island.
Plantains
Um,
aren't those ones that can kill you if you don't cook them?
What? No,
What?
Morgan.
There's like one like variety of the banana or something that can like kill you if you don't.
Oh,
Prepare
no.
it.
Poison bananas.
Okay, have you guys ever
Well.
had
Oh, I mean,
fried banana slices? Right. So basically, they put them in
Yes.
batter and they fry them,
Yes.
and then you dip them in Nutella.
No, but that sounds amazing. What I
Yeah.
do like are the fried apples at Cracker Barrel.
Wow.
Oh.
One of the fine treats you can pick up at the local Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, for a very affordable price.
Very affordable price. Get it added as a side.
As a side, and you get 2 sides, right? Not to be confused.
Sometimes you can get 3 depending on the meal you order. Get.
Not to
We
be
call 'em
confused
fancy
with
fixins.
the biscuits or the cornbread that comes with your
Free.
meal for free.
You could
as
literally
much
get
as you
all
want.
cornbread or all biscuits or get a mix.
You literally can't have something closer to home cooking than at the Cracker Barrel.
For a limited time, pick it up today and get some snacky treats.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Continuing.
Siobhan says, come make it a vacation and he will be your tour guide. David Duvall,
Nice.
thanks guys. It's a 2018 M4 with multiple coats of OptiSeal bead maker. Maybe I won't wash it all until spring.
So
That
what's
might kill me
M4?
though, right? That's what I'm saying, man. It's, it just depends. Siobhan, Levi, look at my IG status. I am cooking right now. I'm making soup.
Well, Siobhan, is
gonna
what
pull it
is
up.
the seafood like there? Is
It's
it pretty
probably
good?
delicious
You
because
can
it's
bring
up
right
fucking
there.
real.
Big on
Wow.
seafood. I love seafood. I love clams, octopus, oysters, fish. I love salmon. I've even had shark one time. I've had lots of different things. Love seafood. I think it's just amazing. So
Siobhan's big sexy
ooh,
detailing. Here we
crab. I
go.
wonder what kind of crab they have over there. Probably pretty great
Like it.
crab.
Oh, look at that soup.
Wow.
Look
Yum.
what he's cooking right now.
Just in case everyone forgot,
good.
this is a detailing podcast.
Are those shallots? Is that
Look, it's
That
got
is-
looks like some carrots.
green onion?
It's
Yeah.
got some potatoes.
Ooh.
Oh man,
Wow.
look at that. Oh.
Ingredients. There's his ingredients
we're,
right there.
we're gonna get copyright struck because it picked up on the music in the
Oh,
Yeah.
you
background.
just poured that in too.
Wow.
Oh, looks like there's some rice in there maybe. Damn.
Looks great.
All right,
That
man. Looks good.
looks
Love it.
good.
Here goes Dane
Oh.
having a full-blown anxiety
one of
attack.
these.
Now that we're
because off
demonetized.
topic-
Look at
off
one of
topic
these.
for 30 seconds.
Ron,
That's a plate.
is
That's
that
a
bread?
that's having some dinner when it's Sunday
Oh,
and all
man.
you studying Monday. That's when you know it's lit. Always keeping it simple.
It's
Big
lit.
sexy. cooking some delicious
Wow.
meals and
Yeah.
treats.
Siobhan, so I'm all about eating that lobster, shrimp. I'm not.
Conch, oysters,
I'm
plenty of shirk. We eat dolphins too.
Conch.
not gonna eat a
Whoa.
dolphin. I
Don't
just
eat
won't
a
do that.
dolphin.
But everything else sounds pretty great there. So Didrik Danielson
Conch was
says,
in
just tuned
SpongeBob.
in. Nice outfits, guys.
Thank you, Didrik.
What would
Oh,
only
man.
compliment
Happy
these
Halloween,
more
brother.
is if we were wearing our gloves with it. So
I got mine.
we
Not
got
doing that
Rex
again.
Panhandle says, I messaged you guys
doing that
during the
again.
week about a page stealing your pictures.
Huh.
Pan Rectangle, we did see that.
Mm-hmm.
And we did message, leave a comment.
Who was the guy stealing our photos?
It was honestly.
yeah, I didn't
it
hear
was-
about this,
it
so it
looked-
must have just been to
It
you.
looked like Iran, possibly somewhere in
Mm.
Iran
It was
or
not
somewhere
an
in
English
Syria.
page, and it's not.
Okay.
It's just someone reposting our picture without credit. It wasn't like they were saying that they did it.
Cow heel
Okay,
and
good.
beef soup. That sounds really good.
Cow heel.
I've never had that before, but it
Delicious.
sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
No idea, but I'm curious.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what cow heel is.
I like chicken strips.
All right, that is delicious. So
Is that like a hoof, but the backside?
So the only thing I didn't get in time for our trip
Yeah.
was my cologne solution package.
I was telling Dane to go get one today, and he said he might.
I may have to have Dane pick
Are
me up
you
a
going to go to
sample.
like a Sephora, or what are you
I'm
going
not-
to
I
do?
don't have time.
No.
I gotta go trick or treating right after
you
this.
do you know what you're looking for?
Yeah, Versace man.
Versace man, right? What? Okay. How about this? What about Versace? What was the other one I was telling you about?
I want Versace man.
He
Uh,
won't
Man,
settle for
oh,
anything
kids'
less.
banana
Eros.
costume.
Versace Eros.
You told me about it. I would not mind if you were to get me a sample of each. If you're gonna make your way over that way.
Yeah.
I would
And then
prefer a
there's
sample of
also
both.
Versace the Dreamer, right?
Uh-huh.
Also made by a very famous perfumer, Alberto Morales,
Mhm.
who also is the designer of Aqua di Gio, I believe.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Mm.
Moving on.
Oh.
CJ Burn 27
my
says cow tongue tacos. I've never had
Oh,
them.
nice. Yeah.
Are
I've
you seeing what I'm seeing?
never had them.
Mm.
It's time to
Sounds
call this
delicious.
a day.
Rectangle says Berea tonight. Like Coco coming at it with, you haven't had a dolphin until you tried grilled blowhole. It's true, Coco. Thank you. Douglas Clark, cockaliki soup is brilliant. Oh, okay.
Is that a real thing?
It just feels like
probably
we're being
chicken and
trolled
leeks.
now.
My guess is it's a chicken in the leak.
Chicken in a leak, like a leak.
Or
Yeah.
leaky chicken. I don't know.
Oh my God.
So yeah,
Oh.
I like strange foods. I do have always liked strange foods. I grew up with strange foods, so I'm always down to try anything. However, the one thing that really did gross me out was that black pudding in the UK.
Oh,
It
that
was
was funny to see you react to that.
delicious.
And
I
it's such
am-
a staple there.
was
But you
I
were
am
just
weird.
Keep the banana hat on.
I'm weird about
I'm
blood.
trying. It's choking me though, Morgan.
I
I'm
think-
trying to fix it. There
Put
we
it up
go.
over your beard.
Oh my god, the whole back end is just ripped.
Look at him.
All right, I feel like it's not fair that Anthony
Yeah.
hasn't had
Put
a
it on.
proper, head sock.
Put it on. Put it
Yeah.
on.
There it is. All right. Yep, it's happening. It's happening.
Oh,
And now he's a hot dog. All right, moving on.
no.
Moving on.
No,
Oh,
no.
yes. Douglas, haggis.
Picture-
Yes.
Yeah.
Haggis. That is the one thing we didn't have when we were in Scotland last year.
We intended to, but
Yeah.
All the way?
unfortunately it just didn't happen.
Hans just said my tip went up.
I mean, all right. So this is absolutely devolved into.
Douglas says you should try white pudding.
I'm not familiar with white pudding. What's in white pudding?
Like just screen, it could be really terrifying.
Oh
Well,
man.
it's scary because your glasses are poking out and it looks like you have
Okay, moving on.
eyes.
Well, anyway, we're at the bottom of the comments, so we still got 45
See,
minutes
so
here.
why are you yelling at us for literally having side conversations to make things interesting, and then we get here to the bottom and you go,
Gross.
so
I
how about
have-
the weather?
So okay, so basically, I have not tried haggis, Douglas Clark. I've always wanted to try haggis. I heard it's
Because that's
delicious.
exactly what I did.
I know.
That would be
Oh,
pretty good.
man.
I did,
So-
however, try. Okay, so really quick, in Germany, I had the white sausages. There's a
Yeah.
certain type of sausage. They're thicker, they're white, and they have kind of like it's almost like a an herb, couple herbs inside of them. Did not like those. Those did not have a lot of
So you
flavor.
didn't like those
they were
white
a
wieners?
no, they were a boiled white sausage.
See, the problem is there's a lot of
So it's
boiled
boiled,
things, and boiled
yeah.
things tend to be kind of bland.
Yeah, you got to grill it.
You
No.
really got to season a lot to make a
Dan
boiled
Pfeiffer
thing
says you're a nice looking wiener.
relatively.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
Rectangle
Very,
says,
very nice.
yes, you got to love that second half of the Q&A.
The second half is when it gets weird, guys.
So Douglas Clark says
As
the
if it
same
wasn't
thing
already.
but without the blood.
See, I'm okay. I
Why
don't
is
like
there
blood. I'm weird
It's
about
delicious.
blood.
pudding. So
It's the
It's delicious,
Yeah.
Morgan.
the iron taste. I can't get past that.
It's just sheep's blood
No.
Sick, dude. It is just
or
sick.
pig's blood.
Like it's an irony. So I can eat liver, right? I've had liver. For some reason, I'm okay with liver because it's cooked, right? And there's no
This is
blood.
cooked. Black pudding's cooked.
yeah.
Not in a good way. It's disgusting.
So obviously, tastes differ.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We got Mark. Even
even
here with
hot
a,
dogs
with a
got
real
opinions,
question.
guys.
Got bead maker on my hood and 2 inches of snow. Bead maker flavor
Oh.
of slushy.
Yum.
Could go for that if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Mark Ouija board.
I was gonna say, is it Mark Ouija?
So, Dane, are you gonna go make it over to Sephora and get yourself a travel solution?
The thought
scent?
crossed my mind. However, I need to make sure there's a certain video I'm getting done for a booth. I need to make sure I get that done before.
Well,
I
it's
think
open till 9, so you got
honestly,
till 9
so
PM.
Dane
Good,
is not
okay.
going to go to Sephora, but you know where Dane will go?
Hmm.
Dane will go to
Marshalls?
a Ross or a Marshalls.
I thought he was gonna call it Savers for a.
I could go to
Or
Ross.
Sephora.
That's not a problem.
You could go to Ross and you could find something there, right? And
Ross, yes. Well, you know what I found the last time I was at Ross?
Got some Ferrari.
that's where you got
Ferrari.
Scuderia.
So why don't you just wear
Yeah.
that this year?
It,
I mean, I could, but the problem is, it's very.
It smells.
No,
Stinks.
no, it doesn't smell
Burns the
bad.
nostrils.
It
Stinks like
actually
pure
smells.
gasoline.
No, it smells fine. The problem is, it smells like sunscreen lotion.
Smells like
pleasantly lemon scented sunscreen lotion. That's kind of what it smells like.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
But like not in an off-putting way, just like oh, this is kind of underwhelming way.
No.
yeah.
I do have some Kenneth Cole Vintage Black body spray. So if all else fails, that's my normal scent.
Is that what you normally wear?
Yeah.
Kind of cool. Yeah. Wow.
Vintage Black?
Vintage
Vintage.
black. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could
But-
see you being an Armani Code kind of guy.
Yeah, code smells weird to me.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
But that's why I like that Versace Man. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
clean.
I think you would also like Versace Eros.
intoxicating.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So getting down the list here, we have Wrecked Panhandle says, "Have you tried Mexican mole?" What?
Mole.
I've got this, guys.
Mole.
I've got this. It is my all-time favorite meal.
Is
Mole?
it mole?
Yeah,
Is it
next-
corn?
Next to meatloaf.
No, that's
My s-
maize.
So meatloaf is my favorite food of all. Like my last meal. If I could have one last meal,
Yeah.
it's always meatloaf.
From where?
Are you kidding
Cracker
me?
Barrel.
Just made meatloaf. Yeah.
Ah,
So,
Aw.
but I would like Cracker Barrel meatloaf. I do like made, homemade meatloaf. My second, last meal
Yeah.
would be mole. Mole is shredded chicken.
Yep.
Okay. Covered in a peanut butter chocolate sauce with spices and picante and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
It is wicked.
Yeah.
So, it's delicious. Yes, you're right. Rectangle, it is the most delicious. Coco says Anthony has banned all white cylindrical meats. He doesn't like that.
I agree.
Good looking out, Coco.
Douglas Clark says he loves liver and onions.
I love my liver too.
Yeah, I remember
Onions
being trained
also.
to not like
Levi
liver and
hates.
onions from a very young childhood because I watched an episode of Rugrats as a kid that
Mm.
talked about liver and onions and why kids thought it was gross, and I didn't even try it, and I already developed that opinion thanks to that show. Thanks a lot. Maybe I'd feel differently, but I've had it since
I
then.
thought you were coming to Vegas. I was excited to see you this week. It's totally fine. It says, I really believed I was meeting you guys in Vegas, but my girlfriend couldn't get the time off, so now SEMA has to wait till next year. Shoot, man.
Aw.
But I do know that I'm going to see you guys next year, either at Waxstock or Frankfurt.
Good.
Because he just talked to Bodo, that's what his name from Color Lock last weekend, and he told me you guys are going to be at Auto Mechanica in Frankfurt next year. That is correct.
The thought has crossed our mind,
So
and
we are going to be at Waxstock, and we are going to be at possibly Auto Mechanica.
And the boys are going to have a
Um,
ton of fun.
Yeah.
and
Hopefully
it's-
Morgan will be able to go
and
this
it's
year.
going to be a tag
Yeah.
team Color Lock rag company, just like at SEMA. We're going to be doing that same thing.
Yeah.
We're getting our booths next to each other so we can all hang out and have fun together.
Sure.
So Hans says Dane will go to Staples to get a Pro Mail shredder,
I
a
mean,
Pro version of the mail shredder.
as opposed to getting fragrance, I suppose. Those are my options.
Dane,
Well, he wants to do some of
we
that.
want you to smell good at SEMA.
I want to smell good
I
at
want you
SEMA.
smelling good. I want you looking good. I want your teeth clean. I want your breath
'Cause
smelling
right
great.
now
I want
I'm
you
smelling like red.
gross.
What?
Why do you smell like red?
Ferrari red.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, yeah. The back to the Scuderia.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to figure that
Feels
out. But
good.
ultimately, I'm packing the rest of my stuff tonight. So basically, I'm gonna have a backpack. I'm gonna have my new. It's called Black and Bougie. Is my
Yep.
new suitcase
Oh,
name?
I've got Bag Force 1
Is
out
that a
of
working
retirement.
title or?
No, that is the title.
Well,
It's
I was hoping
it's
we
a
weren't gonna
huge
go there.
black bag, right? And it is hard case, right? Which is super nice, but it's an expensive hard case, right?
Oh, an expensive
so-
one. Unlike Bag Force 1, which you can pick up at Ross.
Hello.
Real cheap.
Well,
Are we
Something's-
opening that?
Okay,
Open
there is a
it,
lot of
something
knocking
scary.
going on. I just kind of want
It's
to.
Halloween. I'm kind of scared.
oh my God!
What
That
the hell?
can that even?
Oh, my God! Look
my
at this, guys.
God!
Okay,
Oh my God!
so if Levi's a banana, this is basically a plantain.
this,
Hello?
guys, oh my God! This
Okay,
is
now it's hooked to my
terrifying.
crown.
Wow.
Oh,
So
man.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is a very large creature.
Yeah, no, huge, in fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this didn't
Yeah.
just get interesting,
Hi.
it's way interesting.
Taller
this
than the
a-
doorway.
Oh, don't
Rectangle
hit-
wants to
don't
know,
hit
is
that on
this
the
a
way
shot
out.
at Dane?
Don't
And
hit
then
that.
Coco says, which lucky kid will end up buying
Are
a
you
Volvo
lost?
after trick-or-treating at Dane's house tonight?
Are you lost?
I
Goodbye.
guess it's going now.
Oh,
That was
so terrifying.
Well, that's been interesting.
I was hoping it was my pickle.
Wow. Yeah.
I was very excited.
Your pickle has grown quite a bit.
I hope not.
Burlap pickle.
That
Okay.
was gross.
Oh.
All right.
Don't
Uh,
have anything to do with that.
so
Nope.
Coco had a great question. Which lucky kid will end up buying a Volvo after trick-or-treating at Dane's house tonight?
Dane, have you sold that Volvo yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Rectangle also wanted to point out, nice plug at the end of the Jaguar video, Dane.
Thanks for noticing.
Hold on.
The
Wait,
one time.
Just remember, it was super subtle. You know,
Yeah, I
as you
didn't-
can see right here in front
As
of me
as I've
is my
learned,
plug.
as I've
There's
learned
this for Dane that's
from
on
YouTube
twice a
videos,
week.
subtlety is
Twice
lost
a week.
on people.
I just
Dane
live out
gets
somebody
a
else.
plug.
Call that the
Dane
plug.
is-
Morgan has a plug. Anthony has a plug. Twice a week.
I
You get
edit
plugs
all these
the time.
videos, and I don't ask for anything other than I hope people enjoy them. And for once, you have a following. I
Dane,
just
that's
figured
because
I'll
I've
just
fostered
throw-
it through Instagram.
and I fostered it through my work as video editor. So I'm putting that out
Right?
there. and
Morgan's
saying,
followed
please
hers
follow
through
mine.
that.
What? I don't. Yes, I don't know what you said. but
She was
yeah.
like, oh, okay.
You fostered your following through
Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Dane gets two Instagram plugs a week, just like me, just like you, just
Yeah.
like Anthony.
Yeah.
It's
But-
different though.
But it's different for him because
It's different for Dane.
Let's go
nobody
back
sees
and
his
review
face.
every single Wash Wednesday ever, in which I plug Anthony's Instagram handle
Yeah.
at the beginning of every single video,
Uh-huh.
and whoever the guest is,
Mhm.
every single time. And this time,
every
it was
every one of those you could put directed, produced, filmed, edited by at Great Dane Films.
and all those things would
Always,
be true.
you could have done that.
but I
anytime.
don't.
I know that's
Well,
This
very
time
nice
I
of you.
felt it was different because
That's
it
why
was my car.
I think the good solution
and I was
is
the one
to
holding
start
the
a new
camera,
line
talking
of
to it.
videos, a new series
Would've been
called
great.
Dane Learns Detailing, where Dane details his own cars.
Oh, that's a great
I
one.
just feel like
what
it
I
wouldn't
want to
catch
do.
on.
It would, because people would be so into
No.
it, because it would be so funny, because you're always behind the camera, and I want to see you with little lug nut brush.
a
just
little
going,
brush, just like, are you
I-
guys happy now?
Is it not? Would you guys not watch that?
Are you not
Everyone
entertained?
here would watch
Oh,
that because
man.
they all want to see.
I like
you
the
with
new
a-
feature Dane Explains coming back at you.
Yeah.
Or
I
go
could
back
bring
through
those
and
back.
redo every single video you've done where you've come on and just put your tag like you've done on ours.
Because that's subtle.
You need to give yourself your own
Hmm.
series like you deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't. You deserve more than a
Well,
giant
see,
plug on
I
one
started
video.
the podcast with the intention that we'd all kind of have a group thing, but I kind of feel like I was the ringleader of that one. So
Oh, so you have
Yeah.
already been paid for your services. That's what you're saying.
nobody's getting paid for this.
Okay.
So
Well,
it is what it
You're
is.
the only one that drives a Jag.
Well,
That's all I'm saying. And you're the only one with a crown.
I don't have a family
literal
to support
crown at the
or,
moment.
you know, other priorities. So
Um,
the Jag felt
Dane, you do have a family to support because you have Liz and Callie.
it's true. And,
And a
they're-
cat.
And like 6 car
Oh,
payment.
man.
And
You've
like
gotten
6
some
car
serious
payments.
data.
Wow, we got some real glitching going on all of a sudden.
There we
Oh,
go.
and
There
it's
we go,
gone.
it's gone,
Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
What was
Um,
happening? I didn't
that was
see
weird.
anything.
So here's the
Well,
deal, guys.
and he's got a gardener
yeah.
that he has to support.
Yeah.
He's got that gardener is almost like a child.
Well,
They
he's-
make
no,
it
he's 30.
sound like it's so much
He's
more
30. He's in his
luxurious than it
30s.
is.
He's in his 30s.
He's older than Dane.
So,
Oh, man.
so here's the deal. We have 20-something people watching. We have 30 minutes left, right? We
Oh.
need more interaction from you guys. Otherwise, we think people are off going out and starting their trick-or-treating
I
I
think
know.
that's
I
what's
think that may
happening.
be
Yeah,
what's
I think
happening.
that's definitely.
Yep.
Which means
contributing.
I want to do that.
Yeah, I also would like
Not
to
allowed.
go trick or treating.
Oh, Dane says we are, as a king would say, we are stuck
Well, here's
as
the
Oh,
deal.
bait
jesters.
addict.
Here's-
Oh.
Okay, so Dan Pfeiffer says Dane now has how many cars now for one guy? He's got 4.
If it were up to me, I would only have 3.
Now, bait addict. What's Wash Wednesday? I don't see that in my recent YouTube videos.
That's a good burn. That
and then
hurts.
bait addict says, I feel like I missed some of the videos on that red Volvo. Where can I find the details with Levi on that? Again, another silly face. You can find those at Great Dane Films.
Bait, you know what you're doing.
Dane Show. It's 22:30 p.m. here.
Oh,
Han
man.
says the king needs a weekly video detailing king style.
Absolutely.
Ah.
Thank you,
There you
Hans.
go. Right,
We need
Hans?
a new series for Dane.
See, if
of-
I just started doing more videos where it was like that vlog style, like I did with the Jag thing, I feel like maybe people would enjoy that. At least it
I
gives me
say-
an opportunity to
I say
chime
what-
in a little more.
I say what we do is like a
I-
vlog life. So if we have any
Coco,
of those
you
videos,
are on one.
so here's what I want to see.
Is everything okay at home?
So
Yes.
no.
so here's
This
the
is
deal.
where it gets weird.
Here's the deal.
No.
So we have yet to see the footage of Dane's adventure.
Yes, that part.
All we
is-
saw was the car being cleaned afterwards.
So we still don't know about
So
the
we
gas
have
stop
no
lady.
no idea about the vlog settings that he provides, or the fact that he provides these really unique shots of him driving or talking to the
Yeah.
car or giving his own
Well,
topics.
And
We don't have that.
We have no idea what happened with the radar detector situation.
That or his
That was
lovely
funny.
lady Coco at the Mexican restaurant.
There was one point where I talked to the camera for 45 minutes, only to find out it auto shut off about 10 minutes in.
Well, that sucks.
What
And
were you
that
ta-
was a bummer.
what'd you
Let me
talk
tell
about?
you. Oh, so
That
much.
was love life.
So much, and now it's lost. Just
Ah.
lost in the ether.
I think
no
you
one
were
will
talking
ever
about.
know.
Convenient.
I think you were talking
I
about
know.
politics,
You know?
Dane.
I actually
Probably was.
wasn't. It was actually a whole lot of car-related stuff and talking about my whole thought process with what a Dane car qualifies as and why go after that stuff. It interests about 3 people, and that's it. I understand. But hey, you know
Coco
what?
says,
It's okay.
how about a Dane explains on where babies come from or how to help with those foot fetishes?
Oh no!
Bait addict says,
Oh,
hey
no.
Dane, can you explain GSM?
Already did that. Go watch the video.
Rectangle says, Dane explains how to plug yourself into the video.
Oh man!
Ow! Rect Panhandle, have you been talking to Nate or something?
Oh my gosh!
Oh
That was
no!
heavy.
Oh no!
That was heavy, Dane.
Mm.
Oh, my
Natty
God.
Green
Getting
says,
my justice hurts. You
I-
try and do one nice thing for yourself, and it all backfires.
Hold
Well,
on.
I want to see the rest of the Jag venture.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing.
yes.
Once we
Really?
can see that, then we can really see. What I'm thinking about, maybe we set up the little DJI tomorrow, and we do our own little vlog style as our
Yeah.
drive down
Maybe.
for the 4 of us in
part
the
of
car.
the trip.
See,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering if Dane wasn't
I'll
driving,
record myself
would
out
he
front.
be able to edit videos on the go as a mobile video editing solution package?
I gotta admit, I have a hard time editing on a laptop. Like, I want a bigger screen to work
Well,
with.
Dane, sometimes you just can't have it all.
It's true. I just
Yeah.
feel like I can't do a good job.
Next day, Nate's
Without
been able to edit
my
videos on the fly from his phone.
Yeah.
All Day Anthony does that as well. He likes to edit videos
I've
on
heard
his
that.
phone
Yeah,
as well.
the way I edit
Quick,
videos,
easy.
See, I have a
Pretty
hard
simple.
time. I have a hard time doing
Let's
the
ask
Some might say,
slapdash.
some might say
I'm
they're.
I
very
think Tim
phone
could edit a video on a
thing.
Game Boy.
I think Tim could do that as well. I think Tim's capable of editing. Tim wasn't even here last
Man.
week. He
Tim
was
could
home-
edit a video on a Rubik's
He was home
Cube.
with strep throat.
I gave him the
editing-
laptop, and he got a lot
He
done.
was half dead, and he
He edited from his bedside.
he
true.
edited an entire movie
yeah.
Yeah,
that will be in theaters
yeah.
this Friday.
No. Tim is
crazy.
excellent. All praise to Tim. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For all the videos he does, he
Tim
really
edits
does a
videos
great
with
job.
just using his eyes. He doesn't even have to type on a keyboard or
Yeah.
use a mouse.
Yeah.
His eyes direct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's true.
Everything
It's
he
just
needs.
like magic.
He's a
So,
an
Natty
advanced
Green
being.
here says, I just got a gallon of Beadmaker from you, and it's in the mail. If it is as slick as you say, and if being a sealant, what would I layer it with for the warm glow and it bond to Beadmaker? So basically, it would be his bottom coat from Beadmaker.
bottom coat for Beadmaker.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to say.
Use some OptiSeal.
OptiSeal Beadmaker is a pretty
OptiSeal
awesome
solid.
combo.
I know there are lots of people out there who use all kinds of waxes and stuff, but use what you like, really. Moving down. Oh no.
We got
Anyone
Bait Addict
wanna-
says LOL. We got
No.
Wrecked Panhandle says, anyone want to take bets on when the Jag video will be uploaded?
Oh, you mean the one that's already out there? People, go check it out.
No, I think it means the trip.
The
yeah, we
travel
want
vlog.
the travel
No.
vlog.
That
Travel
one,
vlog.
the funny thing is that one would actually go a lot faster than this
Okay.
other one.
I
The
want
problem
more-
is
See that one out?
the one where I shot the entire process of going down and getting the car is just me talking, so I pretty much only
Yeah,
said as much as I
perfect.
needed to.
But perfect for you to be able to tag yourself.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yes.
the video that's actually going to be the most fun is probably
Yes.
going to be the East Coast vlog
True.
from June
Oh,
of
that was
2019.
Great
Yep.
memories.
Guys,
That-
I want to learn how to edit videos.
Okay.
We could show you.
Okay.
Okay.
All
We will.
right.
I will teach you.
I
no
think,
joke.
I think also we should change the name of this production to Q&A plus harassing
Abuse
Dane.
Dane. Yeah.
I don't
It's not
know.
our
It
fault.
seems
Anthony
like
and I are
it's
trying to
kind
have
of-
talks about colognes.
Yeah.
The
And
Q&A
travel
stands for
solution
question
packages.
and abuse Dane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Travel
Yes.
solution
yes.
It's our Thursday question and
Dane
abuse.
walks into these things.
Question. Dane's like, you will all laugh at me now, but just you wait when I am the true king. Okay.
And then I start going into maniacal laughter, and then pretty
Oh.
soon I'm the only one laughing, and then
Okay, Dane. Anyways, so Wrecked Panhandle says, anyone intend to take bets on when the Jag video uploaded? Hans Closen says, Dane wants it bigger, not on the fly. Natty Green says, I am
Natty
really
White.
digging the content from TRC, guys. Keep it coming.
Nice.
Sorry.
Glad you enjoy it. Thank you for watching.
thank you.
Bait Addict says, Dane, can you explain how to wash clay and seal in one step? If you're physically in the video, feel free to share your Instagram details.
Great point.
Okay, now
Great
we're
point.
beating a dead horse.
Oh.
Natty Green says Beadmaker would be their base. So I don't usually recommend Beadmaker as a base unless it's just Beadmaker.
Because the
Like
point is,
Beadmaker on Beadmaker.
Beadmaker on Beadmaker would be fine.
Yeah.
But
you use it generally last though, because it's going to be your best
Beadmaker's
looking,
not
but
going to
not
last.
the longest.
It's not going
lasting.
to. Yeah, it's going to be your best looking, but it's not going to be your longest lasting. Like Dane
Yeah.
said, you can check him out at Great Dane Films, GR8 Films,
The art. Great film.
Great
Ah.
Films, Instagram.
I don't know who that is, so I'm worried they're going to go look, and it's going to
Check
be
it out.
something
Check it out.
terrible.
Let's get Great Films to 10K.
Okay.
Yeah, great film.
Thanks.
Anyways, okay, so we have Wrecked Panhandle says, a lot faster than the East Coast vlog. Yeah, I don't know about that.
That would require some time traveling.
Coco wants to know, will the East Coast vlog include any Jag footage? That'd be great if it wasn't in the
Oh,
near
man.
future. It's
You
just
know what I
just
love
Dane.
though? What drives me nuts,
Or
and I
you dreaming, like all of a sudden it's like a shot of you in like a
In the
little
car,
bubble,
yeah.
and then it's you driving your Jag.
yeah,
Oh,
I could actually
someday.
do that now.
That would
No,
be pretty great.
wait, yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. No, the thing that drives me nuts is these travel vlogs. I absolutely love editing them because they're kind of like a creative experiment, and
Honestly,
they're fun.
Dane, you do a great job.
I
at 'em,
really
and I
really
do love our
enjoy those,
travel
and they're
vlogs.
always kind of quirky and fun. But the thing with them is, hardly anybody watches them. Like in terms of all our videos, they tend to get far fewer views than everything else. And I think it's just because people are like, "I'm looking for a detailing video.
Right.
This ain't it."
I'm sad because it's the first trip that I gotta go on, and I don't get to relive that memory because you took it from me.
You've seen what I've gotten up to though. on
You
it.
stole it from me.
Anthony
She
We
wants
went
to
to
see-
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah,
Please.
she wants to show her mom.
I do
Dane.
want to show my
She wants to
mom
show
and all
Kelly.
my friends, and guess
Way to
what?
throw that guilt trip on me.
That's what I get
Oh,
to do for
man.
work.
Kelly wants to know what's
I
going
could do
on.
a faster, worse job if that's what
You're
the
hurting
people
Mama
want.
Kelly, just so you know.
I
Yeah.
just haven't been able to touch that
Just think
video
about
for
that kind of
over
stuff.
several months.
When
at
you're not
this
touching
point.
that video, you're hurting Mama Kelly.
This is just too much.
All right, here we go. So Rectangle
Think about
says,
that.
ha 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 Hans, doctors hate him. Yeah, that's very true.
Yes.
Natty Green says, makes sense. Thanks, Levi. Nana.
You're welcome.
Levi Nana. It's like an elderly
Oh,
matronly
it's a Levi Nana.
Levi
Yeah.
It's a
figure.
Levi Nana.
I was thinking Nana Levi. Oh, don't do that.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. that will get us demonetized.
That will get you demonetized.
Wow, guys.
And
I
that
am-
is the bottom of the list, the bottom of the barrel. If you might.
So how much candy has everybody had today? I've only had 2 pieces so far.
I've only had a couple
I've
pieces
had
too.
2.
None.
One of them I provided to myself. It was a full-size Reese's cup.
Ooh. Reese's is good. Kit Kats are good.
So we're
Butterfingers are
so
good.
Dane, what time are you picking me up in the morning?
If we have to be to the house by 5,
Time's
I'm
Liz
going to be
picking
picking
you
you up. Oh, no, I'm taking the truck. She gets to sleep in. So,
Very
Gonna
nice. of
go.
you.
Nice.
and
Sweet of you to do that
I will
for her.
drop, well, mostly because I want to have a vehicle to get right on the road as soon as we arrive back home.
Yep.
So, I didn't want to have to wait on somebody else.
Well, and you didn't want to leave your Jag at your parents' house because it's a shady neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, their neighborhood shade.
Your neighborhood's much more secure and safe than theirs.
I mean, yeah. So,
Didn't,
I'll
wasn't
leave the
someone
truck
murdered
there.
in your neighborhood?
oh God, that's
Wasn't that?
Someone's been murdered in
a guy
your
was shot by
neighborhood?
police. There,
That's
but
what it
that's
was.
yeah.
Oh my God.
That was up a couple cul-de-sacs, and that was a whole thing.
Hans, delete your
Yeah.
comment.
Yikes.
Delete that.
What? Oh
Delete the
no.
comment.
Okay, wow,
Yeah,
guys.
that's-
Sorry, this is
Oh.
what happens
Oh.
at the end of the Q&A. Things get a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Rectangle,
So,
you can
Levi
send
eating
us.
banana bun.
so how about those
Rectangle,
detailing questions?
you
I feel
guys-
like we haven't
so
answered a detailing
You
question.
can send
in-
us really great
a bit.
items to the Rag Company address.
5430 West State Street, Boise, Idaho 83703.
You can find it on the website. Just go under About. You can pull it up. You can even type it in Google. Type in the Rag Company, and it should pull up our address.
Yep.
Very simple, easy here in Boise, Idaho. Send it to our building here. Address it to the podcast crew. We'll get the mail. It's
Yeah.
easy. So, Coco says I was making some sort of banana pudding. I'm not. I'm just sitting here drinking my drink. Hans, don't put your table on, Levi. Don't put your tip on the table, Levi. It's not past midnight yet. Okay.
Yikes.
I wasn't going to tip Dane for any of the services today.
I don't think Dane wanted to be tipped.
I'm good, thanks.
We'll see how he does driving tomorrow and if he deserves a tip.
Oh no.
This
This
is
is like so
Excuse
far
me,
off
sir.
the rails.
You told me we would arrive in Las Vegas at this time. My phone has had to recalculate
Oh, no.
4 times.
Right. Future Prison says, again, Dane can't help discuss his and others' cul-de-sac.
Future prison.
His
others-
Bait Addict says,
Oh.
K,
His and
detailing
others'
questions.
cul-de-sac.
Dane murdered someone
Favorite
with
pad and
cul-de-sac?
polish combo to remove 60 to 70% of defects and have high gloss.
Okay, favorite detailing question.
I'm trying to think. Pad,
Yes.
so pad.
So I like an orange pad and 5-inch orange pad, my Mark II 15, and a little bit of last cut.
yeah.
It's probably my favorite combo for everything.
So my favorite combo is Arupa's yellow pad with the last cut on my 15. I love the orange pad as well, don't get me wrong, but the yellow pad I feel like just gives me a little more cut. It's a little bit more
Yellow
cut,
pad is really nice.
or a little
That's
more
my
working
second
time.
favorite.
I just love the foam structure in the yellow pad. I think that it's also freaking durable, man. Those Rupas pads that I have had, the yellows, those have lasted so long. It's really impressive. They're really amazing
Yeah.
pads. Here we go. So we're going down here.
Hans.
Dane murdered someone in the cul-de-sac. I think so. Bait Addict says thoughts.
I'm not
on-
gonna say it was the last guy who asked me about a travel vlog, but
Bait Addict says thoughts on the new IK9 foamer versus the old one. I think it means the 12. Any differences between the construction and new valve? So there's a lot of differences on the new 12. It is. I mean, it's a complete redesign from
Yeah.
top to bottom.
vastly different.
Whole new base, whole new wand parking system. I would say that the handle, the whole it feels so much sturdier, right? And
And the 9 was already sturdy.
the 9 was
full-
sturdy, but the
fully being
12 the
fair.
12 is really such a big bump up in the right direction that
It's got a
um,
broader base. I mean, that's
yeah,
the big
broad-
thing is less
broader
likely to
base, but
tip
it's
over.
still not size-wise. It's still roughly the same size as
Yeah.
the 9, just has
Yeah.
a larger capacity. But the pressure and the power is just unmatched. I mean, being able to use your air compressor to pump that bad boy up, it's nice, dude. It's
Oh.
like it's nice. If you like foaming cars, or if you like foaming wheel cleaner, I can't tell you how convenient it is that I walk into my garage, walk over to my air compressor solution package, click on my button, starts right up. I go inside, fill up my bucket, do whatever I'm doing, right? Keep preparing my stuff. By the time I'm out there, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start foaming. I literally grab that air compressor, hit it on my IK12, bam, begin foaming. And here's the thing. People compare it to a foam cannon all the time. It is not a foam cannon. It'll never be a foam
It's
cannon.
never intended to be a
Right.
replacement for that
It-
other than
It's going to create that same snow foam that
Yeah.
you want to do, right? But it also depends on how thick you want to lay it, right? So I at this point in my life, I used to lay it on thick. I used
Yeah.
to want to have the most foam possible. Now I just get enough on there to provide lubrication and at least get the job done, because I can't tell you how many times we've made the mistake of using too much foam to make things look cool, and then you are continually having to rinse that crap out forever. Like, you've seen us in videos. We've done Pearl
Yeah.
1-to-1 for some videos that were fun, and we ended up having to rinse out all this foam that ended up actually clogging up that between the windshield and the hood there, and we had to sit there with a hose and drain it because it
Yeah.
was just so much foam. So there is a fine level of being too much foam, which is kind
Sure.
of hard to get to with an IK. Here we go. Hans Closen says, Dane doesn't want a
Oh,
Weaver
no.
tip without a bun, a wiener tip without a bun.
Oh no. Dane's tip once killed a guy in his neighborhood. My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
So
really just...
Luke Bergey's getting ready for his haunted house.
Dane has
I
the
can neither
face,
confirm nor deny.
Putting on his costume. So he
Dane
sent a
has the
picture.
face of like kind of like a disturbed mother who is hearing things that he does not want to hear.
Dane's like, I do not want to hear these things.
Bait Addict says
no.
Pearl Weaver's Eagle 300 for coating removal. Considering the price, Pearl all day.
Yeah.
Considering the price, I would still go the Pearl all day long.
Pearl is your friend.
Bait Addict says, how is Inspiration versus some other coatings? Do you guys have a chance to also play with the G-Technic line of products when they came down? Yes to both. Well, I think yes to G-Technic for sure. But Inspiration, I will always say that Inspiration is a little harder to apply.
It's not a
but
first-timer
the-
coating.
It's worth it.
But the hardness and the gloss and the slickness is pretty unreal, man. I mean, it is a great coating for Dave, from PNS, who kind of downplayed it and it's like, hey, it's a coating, it's going to do coating things. I really do think it is great. The hardest part is going to be the application. If you dial in that application and you're able to do 2 coats of Inspiration, you're going to love it.
You're going to be totally shocked and surprised because, like you said, Dave downplays it.
Yeah. He's
like,
very
"Eh,
humble. Very
It's a good coating. It does everything that all the other big names do. It's
Yeah, but
but it is phenomenal. It
It's
is
strong.
seriously one of my favorites. But it is, like Anthony said, you've got to watch it. Like
Don't go too far on any one
It is
stretch.
it is a more of a professional level coating than most professional level coatings.
That's
Easiest
fair to
way
say.
to describe it.
yeah.
But the results are worth
Yeah.
it when
Yep.
done right.
Yeah. So thank you, Bait Addict, for all those great questions.
Yeah. No, good job.
He says
Thank
he's
you.
applying bead maker on a door for his brother's car that he polished and coated with CSL and Exo. He'll let us know if it worsens with hydrophobics and self-cleaning. Thank you.
Yeah.
Rectangle, does a pad washer work with any type of pad or just foam pads? It technically works with any pads, any foam pads. It also works with wool, works with microfiber, works with everything. Should have a problem. We recommend using ONR in your pad washer. Bait Addict there gave you a bunch of questions for now. Boom.
Nice.
Whoa.
Whoa says, "What's up, what's up, guy? Cool video you posted earlier. Who was that? I don't know
That
what you're
was
talking
me.
about.
Some dark and mysterious stranger.
Yeah, dude. We don't
Yeah.
know what you're referring to.
Angel
Uh,
wax, graphene for SEMA. Douglas Clark.
So much
eh?
graphene talk lately.
Graphene
so much
everything.
graphene, all the things.
Graphene. Well, we'll run into John Hogg and we'll ask
Yeah.
the mad scientist what he thinks.
Bait Addict says, "What did you guys think of the products? I really like C2V3 from G-Technic. Great product.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
It's very slick and has a noticeable gloss and depth improvement. Did you try the G-Technic Quick Detailer? Yes, as well.
Yep.
So we played with. They actually brought out the whole line. What was really funny, right, is everybody's already impressed with the G-Technic exterior line. People already love the coatings. People already love C2V3. That's not a mystery, right? What was the mystery and what was really surprising is how much people actually liked the interior system from G-Technic.
Yeah, they all just started
Seeing-
working on a minivan.
Yeah,
out
they
in the
just
parking lot.
they brought a few bottles of interior stuff and people were like, "Can we try this?" And they said, "Yeah, sure." They started cleaning with it, and next thing you know, we had about 10 people around this minivan all pitching in to clean this thing with their fabric. It was the funniest thing
Tri-Clean?
ever. Yeah, Tri-Clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super funny, but
One of my favorites though was watching them apply Halo to that minivan.
Yeah.
So literally a 1-year-old wrap that had not been protected just run through a car wash for a year.
Yeah.
Then they didn't polish it. They just put Halo back on top of it, coated it, and it looked like a brand new wrap.
Yeah, you wouldn't even.
Freaky,
know.
freaky, freaky.
Yeah.
Looked awesome. So really great stuff. CJ Byrne Is Inspiration's wipe off tacky or sticky, or does it just flash fast and create high spots easier?
So
Fast flash.
yeah, very fast flash, right? I wouldn't say I wouldn't say tacky. I wouldn't say sticky. It's just firmer. How do you
High
descri-
spots are the
how-
big concern.
How do you
though.
describe that?
Yeah,
Borderline
So,
sticky, borderline.
not sticky. It's just
grabby.
it's not grabby. It's just fat. It is fast flashing. Because
Yeah.
if you think about it, you got to get that panel. You do one fender
yeah,
if
fast.
you can, and then you've got to get it off
yeah,
once you put it on.
like immediately. It's not like get it off, walk over to your cart and pick out the towel you're wanting to use.
It's like
have
throw
that
your-
towel ready to
Have
go.
your towels
everything
on your
ready to go.
shoulders, ready to rock.
Gloss
Yeah.
coat is the one where you can kind
Go
of
have
walk
lunch.
away, and yeah, you could have a whole lunch
Yeah.
and come back, and
You
it'd
could
still be
have
fine.
lunch. have a
Dane
cup of
could
tea.
have a
Yeah.
whole lunch, but
Um,
others could.
Hans Gozen says Luke just became a famous
back.
Well,
movie
he's a slow
star.
eater. He's a slow
I-
Back
eater.
2 days
I'm-
later, we're like,
I
Dane,
assume so.
you just go to lunch? He's like, yeah. I'm like, where?
Douglas Clark
After?
says JH is the evil genius.
John
Yes,
Hogg.
Yeah, he is. So Rex Panhandle says, so do you always recommend doing circles and applying a coating to avoid high spots?
It depends on the coating. Some coatings
Yeah.
do, some coatings don't. So
You could do the crosshatch method where you're doing the up, down, left to right, and you can actually do that. Just be aware of how much product that you're putting on in that same area, because you don't need to overdo it, right? Because only so much coating is going to absorb into the surface. So the circle method is nice because it picks up the excess product from the previous circle, if that makes sense, to carry it over, to carry it over, to carry it over. Whereas if you're to go up, down, left, right, you're going to be going over the same area
Positive
twice.
he's asking that because of Ivan's note in the Jag video where he's
Yeah.
talking about applying OptiSeal in circular motions.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a good demonstration, though. You could really see it in there and understand
Yeah.
what was going
Well,
on.
and that's where wax is, right? Waxes, I like applying a wax in a crosshatch method, especially if it's an easy wipe-off wax, if I'm using a paste wax. Whereas a coating, my first instinct is to always go in circular movements. Some people like doing the straight line passes, and they'll do that. I feel like the straight line passes, I feel like I'm actually slower with doing it like that. Doing the whole suede thing, doing the droplets and doing
Yeah.
that. And then I also feel like, depending on the applicator I'm using or depending on the car, that it might fall out of my hand.
yeah.
And then I have to sit there and say, oh, crap, now I've got this on an area I didn't want it. Whereas if I have a foam applicator applying it in circles, I have a little bit more control. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go. Where are we at? Hans Kosen says, cleaning interiors. Dang, just get the interior mitt. Hans Kosen says, since I have that mitt, interior clean up faster and so clean. I like that, Hans. B8 Addict says, cool. So what products did you guys personally like from the exterior lineup? I haven't tried anything but their coatings or their C2V3. Been using them for long before Matt made them more mainstream.
Yeah, I like using all their stuff, but it's one of those that there's a lot of products in that line, and it's just learning it. We haven't used it enough to go through everything, but I love C2V3. I think that's a great product,
It is.
and I like their panel wipe.
The
Yeah.
panel wipe is good.
Panel wipe is really good. What else do they have? So I didn't get to use their wheel cleaner. I did want to try that. Didn't get the chance to use it.
I just know everybody
Um,
was most impressed by that Tri-Clean. That was a
and then
sleeper
actually they have
product.
they have their citrus all-purpose cleaner.
Yeah, I think it's downstairs.
And then the car wash. We did not
Yeah,
use
we
the
didn't get
car
the car
wash. I wanted to use their car wash. G2?
I think
G2 maintenance wash, I think is that the name? I think so. So anyways, still want to play some of the other stuff, but definitely they left us a lot of C2V3, and we're able to play with that a lot and really like it. Danny Arzul says, happy Halloween, everyone. We are off trick-or-treating.
So. Nice.
Have fun, Danny. Hope you have a sweet time at SEMA. We definitely will. Go, Levi.
Coco, is it true there'll be a Luke Berge Hans close and dance off at SEMA? No, there won't be.
Whoa.
That's the bummer. It's really sad. Would
Bringing
be great
the
if there
worlds
was.
together.
Hans says, Coco only if you join and bring Fomino NR. That's okay. Coco says, will there be a video of the IROC woman confronting Dane over drinks and appetizers at SEMA? Possibly.
Can
I
never
have
be
reached out
certain.
and given her the address to our Airbnb. So we'll see.
no.
She's been hitting all of us up.
Dude, the IROC woman, that's just the best.
I'm just
dude.
picturing it like Christmas, or not Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Vacation, where you're driving on the road. We're driving down to Vegas, and suddenly a Ferrari 308 appears on the road
Yeah,
next
only
to
it's
us.
an IROC
Only it's an IROC.
with two kids in the back.
And we're like, wait, what?
Oh my gosh! And she just looks over and
Oh,
like pulls down
no.
her sunglasses. His white snake is
Dane's
playing
like,
in the
Dane
background.
doesn't look at her. Dane looks over and doesn't look at her. And I go, Dane, there's someone's over there like trying to get your attention. And he's like, hi, I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
don't
see
like,
it."
you know, like Dane,
And then-
no, that girl is flashing you right now.
And
You need
Anthony's
to
looking
pay
out the window.
attention.
Dane, no, I'm serious. You should look. Like we're all looking at. And Dane's like, yeah,
Oh,
dude.
No,
Mm.
I've never seen her before in my
know what
life.
you're talking-
Dean, there's a kid in the back seat that looks a lot like you.
Oh.
Small child, is that yours?
He literally
Oh.
looks like a little Dane.
She's a picture of a rest stop that she's pointing to, and she says, "Remember."
Oh.
Okay. Anyways,
Bait Addict. Their soap, G-Wash, was curious about that, and their foam. Bait
Yeah.
Addict. You didn't use it. Darn it.
Yeah, I didn't use it yet.
Rectangle. Sad that PNS Surface Prep isn't available in gallons. I know. It's a good product. It's probably something they might be doing for the new year.
I would imagine they would. I would imagine they would with enough demand.
It's all about the demand, guys. Like, certain products just won't exist until there's a demand for them.
Yeah, paint prep is pretty economical. Yes, I agree that the Optimum paint prep actually goes quite a bit, quite a long ways. Eraser. So here's the thing, right? So how do I say this? I smelled Eraser probably a year ago. Never used it, but I loved the way it smelled. I agreed. It's a very good smelling product. I smelled it back in June when we were on our East Coast adventure, visiting Detailed Image.
Yeah.
It did not smell the same as when I first smelled it. I didn't know if they
Just
changed
caught
the
a different
scent
batch.
or if it was a different batch, but it just wasn't as good. But I do remember the first time smelling it and being like, wow, I like that. And the next time I smelled it, it didn't smell the same. So I think for the smell, Eraser's pretty good, but it's definitely not as economical as paint prep.
Well, and you also got to think, you want a paint prep that doesn't have an oil in it, and most scents are oils.
Right.
Yeah. Most scents
So-
are oils, and then also dyes, right? So
Yep.
Eraser is blue,
Yep.
right? And so I don't get me wrong, I love colored products, but when it comes to a paint prep, you have the PNS paint prep, which is green, doesn't really have a scent.
Yeah.
It's a lighter green, and you can actually tell that the color does begin to fade. You can tell that the color is not stable enough to where it lasts that deep of a green for very long. But Optimum paint prep comes in a blue bottle. I don't think there was any reason to dye it, so they just left it clear.
Yep.
Yep.
Nothing. I mean, I'm just pointing it out. Nothing wrong with either or. Just saying. Hey, what do we say? Let's see. Yes, Morgan and her famous yawns. Yeah, Morgan, it's at that time of the day.
Sleepy time.
Bait Addict
there he
says,
goes, there
so
he goes.
I've
Contagious.
So I've heard the scent has changed since my erasers from a year and a half ago. Yeah. No, I don't know what it. I remember the first time I smelled it, and I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. And then the next time I smelled it, it just wasn't that good.
Huh.
So Coco says, Dane and the IROC woman at the Elvis wedding chapel.
Oh no.
He'll wear the crown.
Riley,
Oh,
yes.
no.
He's got to, well, he's making room. That's why he's
I'm not
cleaning
just
out
the
the
prince.
mail.
I'm not the king.
You know, he's getting the
Trying to
mail room
get
ready to
For
go.
the nursery.
He's just getting the place set up.
Yeah, Riley, yes. I noticed the same thing about eraser smell. It used to smell so good. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm not crazy. I thought I was crazy, but then it's nice to know that people are with me on that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, they did reformulate last year when they did the new branding and stuff, so that might have been when it changed.
Oh.
so
Last year at SEMA,
yeah.
they brought out all that new branding.
I mean, it doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell anywhere near as good as it used
Right.
to smell.
I mean, you only know what you're missing out on if you had it before.
Yeah.
So.
What would you guys
Noted.
charge for a one-step detail? Oh gosh. What do we?
Just a one-step detail.
what's-
What, like for example, if you used Uno for a customer.
Uno?
A one-step
A
detail. Am I only
one-
doing the I'm only doing
Well,
the exterior?
So if I'm doing a wash
Oh,
clay
I said one-step
in
polish.
one
Okay, that's
step,
different.
right? If I am knocking that out in, let's just say 3/4 of a day, 3/4 of a day, I would start beginning the beginning.
150 to 200 bucks,
Have
depending
lunch.
where you're at.
So if I were to do a wash clay one step, right, and I'm busting out
Let's say we're using
I'm
Uno
busting
all
out-
in one.
Okay, Uno all in one, right? Am I hitting trim? Am I doing anything like that? Any
No.
extras?
No, you're just spraying it with like bead maker.
Then 250. I'd probably do 250 to 200. That's probably where I'd be. Because here's my deal.
Because I did trim this last weekend. I probably should have charged for it, and I didn't because they were
'Cause-
friends of mine.
If it's trim, if it's windows in and out, because that's the thing. It's hard to do just the exterior windows.
Right, you want to vacuum the interior for them. You want to do at least their windows
So-
and blow it off their dash. Like,
I don't know.
it gets a little leery, but I always try to err on the side of $150 for a wash with a light vacuum on the inside, windows, and interior. Anything above that, if I'm going to do a one-step, I'm going to polish it. I'm going to charge $100 to $150 depending on the color and what my process is. Every step after that, I'm going to add another $100 to $150 to the vehicle. If they want the whole thing, so if they say, hey, I want an interior, perfect, $150, and I'll just wash it. I'm not going to clay it. I'm not going to do anything fancy to the outside. I'm just going to dress the tires. If they go, I want the outside done, just a one-step, and the interior, okay, $300.
Yeah.
Yep.
Easy.
Here we go.
And you figure it's different for everybody who's in a different environment too. Like if
Yeah.
you're mobile, if you're in a shop.
We
all
got to
that
rock
stuff.
through the rest of these,
Yeah.
Jane. So similar but different. I agree, Riley. Well, what's up, guys? Cool video. What is it? I don't know what that says. Bait
Splurge.
Addict says 500-ish probs. Nah, I wouldn't go that high for just a one step. Coco says, shout out from the GD and sunny Southwest Florida.
Oh,
Hope you guys have a great time in Vegas. We
enjoy the
wish,
sun.
G Davis, wish you were there. Bait Addict says if it's an AIO, then 350-ish.
That's closer.
Yeah,
Getting closer.
sounds good.
Rec Paint Handle says, do you guys have to tape trim with Uno? I think that you probably should.
I don't think. No,
You don't have
No?
to.
no, we
Yeah.
didn't.
Did you hit trim with it?
Mhm.
Did anything happen?
Mhm.
Something did happen?
Like it?
Did it turn white when you hit the trim?
No, not like it stained it.
It didn't
Oh, okay.
stain it?
It did
And you
not.
know that for sure.
Yes.
Morgan, this is a very serious thing. I am big on this. I don't like compounds that stain trim.
Well, if you want to summon DVK and ask him yourself, then I invite you to. But to the extent of my knowledge,
DVK can only be
Anthony Fisher
summoned
from
by
the Rag
somebody
Company.
wearing a Dixon flannel. And right now, actually,
I'm wearing one.
wow.
I'm wearing one.
I'm pretty sure he's wearing a banana costume. I don't know what this is.
A Dixon
Um,
banana costume.
Angel Wax
Oh.
AIO for 150.
no.
Cents.
Undo.
So let's see. Since
Control
I'm
C.
doing it on the side, I want to bill at $100 an hour. Yeah. Well, Bait Addict, if that's where you want to be price wise, then go for it. I typically I won't go as high as $100 an hour. That's just me. Between 50 to 75, depending on what kind of products I'm using and how in depth I'm going, is where I like to kind of sit. Otherwise, I'm not wasting my day off. I understand. When you're doing it on the side and you're doing it more as like a hobby, if you're doing more
Sure.
like of an OCD style detail for somebody that's very picky, choose your pricing and as long as they're cool with that, go
Yeah.
with it. But I think the question generally for an all-in-one, most people are looking for more of an affordable full detail, and those people that usually looking for an all-in-one aren't going to be super picky on swirls and scratches
Yeah.
and stuff. Whereas I know a lot of us have a hard time letting that go when you see something in the paint and you're like, I just need to get that out. And then 2 hours goes by and you're like, well, crap. I
you
wasted
used up
a
whatever
lot of
money you
time.
would have made
Yeah.
for that time.
Is that was that a $300 scratch? Was that a $200 scratch? No, then you should have probably moved
Yeah.
on.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. That we all want to just do that. We all want to try and achieve perfection, and it's always hard to say no. to
The
that
fact
kind
of the matter is, you're always going to see stuff that your customer won't.
Yep. All right. Where are we at?
Rectangle says, "Wow, I'm going to pick up some Uno then." Yeah, I do it. Do
It
it.
doesn't come out until after the 1st. So
Yep.
First of what? November?
January.
January.
Yeah, it's
getting
a
released at
2020
SEMA. It's a
product.
2020 product.
What's funny is actually I smelled it because I'm big on
Yeah.
smells. I actually like the way it smelled.
Yeah.
It smelled pretty good. I love the contains silicone.
It does contain
it
silicone,
says
but not
it-
airborne silicone.
It says it right there on the
Right.
front, right? Which I really do like that, and I appreciate it. It still smelled really good. Didn't smell like silicone to me.
No.
Just smelled,
Dylan said, I think he said they had, like, they have to in Italy or something.
Yep.
Like that.
They had to put
probably.
that on
Yeah.
there. So.
All
All
let's
right.
See.
Bait Addict to Chris Marcial. Where are we at here? Jeez.
Here we go. So
Um,
Chris Marcel says my bead maker has. What's your favorite
Oh.
pad to use with Uno?
The yellow foam or the yellow polishing wool?
Morgan, you yellow foam.
Telephone.
Chris
Can't go wrong with
Marcel
that
says
thing.
my bead maker gallon has sediments at the bottom. I take it that's normal. Yes, if you see the red sediments, that's pretty normal with bead
Yeah.
maker. It's just some of the hardening agents kind of have already kind of prematurely formed. Don't worry, it's not going to hurt anything.
Give him a little shake.
Bait Addict says just following Rennie Doyle's rule on hourly charge. I guess for me, my all-in-one removes a good amount of swirls. If you're doing a Levi one-step, then it's not going to take 3 hours. So then,
Yep.
the pricing of the 150 to 250 makes sense. Also, happy Halloween, guys. Enjoy SEMA. See ya.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right,
All right,
guys.
we're done.
Done.
We are going to
Okay.
be up in 12 hours.
Oh, can't wait.
I mean, on the road in
Yep,
12
driving
hours.
away
I
in
still have
12
to
hours.
pack.
Woo!
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already packed. I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
I've got my
Woo!
clothes and everything for tomorrow set out. I'm ready to rock.
Party.
So,
yeah.
thank you guys. We
Yeehaw.
appreciate it. Follow all of us on our Instagrams, but
Yes.
most likely follow Great Dane Films
Yes.
on
Yeah.
Instagram because he is going to be live streaming
Please
this
do.
entire SEMA event,
From his Jaguar.
start to finish,
I don't know how that's going to
from
work.
the front seat of his mom's Denali as he drives it down the road.
I will be driving that.
I'll be
so-
sitting shotgun,
Yeah.
giving you guys a great play-by-play of the afternoon's follies. Morgan, we will see you on Monday.
Absolutely.
She's going to be flying in, hanging out with us. And then SEMA starts Tuesday morning. So hope you guys checked out the,
It's going to be quite a show.
all the stuff that's got going on.
I
at
feel
SEMA.
like our booth will be incredibly crowded. And to remind people what number booth that is, 50519. That
in the
is
Performance
the
Pavilion.
booth. Yes.
Come see us. Come say hi. Come find us.
You can't miss it. It's got Tavarish's bright orange Lamborghini from Fate of the Furious in it.
And Anthony will be wearing a hot dog costume.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
See ya. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!